pushing till I get it right. Yeah, these days I've been wide awake, I never sleep late. Got a lot to do, I treat a Sunday like a weekday. Do it for my son, set the table, I need 3 plates. Have my cake and eat it, baby, don't forget the cheesecake. Got it, yeah, they know I got it. Confidence contagious, so the ones around me caught it. Everybody waiting on me, hoping I'ma drop it. I feel like all this weight is on me, still I'm never stopping. No, that is not a, yeah, pushing myself to the limit. I set a goal, but still I never feel enough when I get it. Cause when I go and all these feelings overflow to the ceiling, it's like a hole just open up and I don't know how to feel it. I tell them, look, I don't make mistakes, the mistakes made me. Drop songs, when I write them I don't wait 8 weeks. They do focus on the image now, but that ain't me. A lot of rats taking pics, that's why they say cheese. Lately I've been feeling like there's something off. A lot of friends used to show me love, ain't showing love at all. Yeah, only cheer me on when I was underdog. Running up the numbers, everybody keep on running off. Funny how they wanted me to win until I passed them. Now I
okay, what up, chat? What up, what up, what up? Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get it going. These days. Everybody focus on the he say, she say. Acting up and trying to make a scene like a screenplay. How y'all doing? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in.
Yeah, I'm focused on the music, not a pic for the gram. Stay true to my supporters, yes, I did it for them. So even when I get hot, never switch on a fan.
Okay, cool. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Get it. Let's run it. Let's run it. Good to see y'all. Happy Tuesday. Game time, baby. Game time. Game time. Till we get it right. Till we get it right. Welcome in, welcome in. Gonna be a good day here. Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. YOLO Trader in the house. What's poppin'? Z Gamer, Arrow Sassy in the building. The world's best. The world's best. What up, Shubs? What's goody? Only Bands in the house. What up, Luffy? Grande in the house. What's goody? What's goody? Yeah. Who else we got? Who else we got here today? Janosh in the building. Janosh. Jimmy Crypto in the house. What's goody? What's goody? Oh, here go the clubhouse now. Here go the clubhouse. Nate G in the building. Yeah, Muggs. Muggs getting it done. Nate G getting it done. Big Elk in the house. Mr. Phil in the building. What up, OGH? J Coop. I see ya. I see ya. DJ Scratchers. DJ Scratchers. Yeah, DJ Scratchers. Yeah, who else we got? Damn. Wokey. Yeah, Wokey. I see Wokey in here. We getting them gains tomorrow, Wokey? Let's get it. What up, SK? What up, Deep? There he is, the man. All right, damn, we're spinning. We're spinning now. We're spinning now. I can't even read them. Badio Life in the house. What up, Aaron? Big Aaron in the building. What's goody? What up, GK? What up, Ronnie? Zyper in the house. Oh, damn. Shakes in the building. Holy exit strat. I see you. I see ya. Oh, man. All right. Wow. Yeah. Anybody else eyes just tweaking? All right. What up, Sujay? What up, Jose? Eugene in the house. Noobs in the building. I see you guys. I see it's moving, but I see you guys. Stephen B is in the building. Let's go. All right. Well, welcome in. Jessica Lake is here. Let's get it. Let's get it. What's up, Christian? All right. All right. The Don is in the building. I see you, the Don. I see you, the original Don Dada. Only Bands, how we feeling, brother? How we feeling? Good to see you, man. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Welcome in. Happy New York session. Let's begin our time here today together. You ready? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, what's poppin'? What up, Earl? Earl, what's goody? Yeah, Nikolowski. Where is Nikolowski? Is he here today? Sim Z in the house. What up, Sim Z? Trader next door in the building. I see. What up, Benji? What's good? Yankee. Let's go, Yankees. All right, let's get into it. Futures lore is here. I think it's good. I think we're ready to start now. All the heavy hitters are here. I see DeMarco. I see Big Fire. Vivian Young. Alex. Yeah. I think we're good to go. The big dogs are here now. All right. Let's do it. All right, well, let me pray for y'all real quick, and then we'll get this party rumbling, all right? Let's do it. All right, well, Father God, we thank you, Lord. I thank you for just the moment here, the time here, Lord. Let us be completely present in this. We thank you for calling us to it, developing our skill set at times, bringing us through those valleys, right, to get to the mountaintop. So we thank you for the value in the valleys, for teaching us, for instilling knowledge and wisdom, and preparing us for what you have in store, Lord. We thank you that you don't call the equipped, but you equip the called, and we just give you the glory for just molding us and making us better every single day, day after day, with our works and along with our faith. We thank you that all things are possible. So we give you the glory for it here today, and honor you in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's do it. Let's do it. Game time, baby. Game time. Let's lower this music, and let's run into the day here and see what it is we got. Yeah, it's been a just a straight ride up here on gold over the past like 48 hours here. So let's see if we can come up with anything here, I should say, in the New York sesh today. Yesterday was a no trade day, so we'll see if we can get on the board here today to start the week off. As I was telling the clubhouse in the Asian session last night, the first 2 or 3 days of the week should be a little slow, right? You got to know when to turn the dial up and when to turn the dial back a little bit. And, these first 2 days of the week is, there's no red folders. We got CPI later on. So, you want to take a little chill pill, coming into this week. I know a lot of you guys are ambitious and ready to go and ready to just get into these markets, but, you really got to know what you're doing here, right? And know what's happening in the markets and move about your business accordingly, all right? So we're going to do that here today. We'll take a look. It doesn't look like we have anything here in the news today, but again, right, heavy stuff coming in tomorrow and even bigger stuff coming in on Thursday with CPI. So just, be on the lookout for that, and let's jump into it. Yeah, let's waste no more time here, and let's dive into the charts. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis. If you guys can, give the stream a like for me and sub to the channel, and let's get this party started. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a sec. You guys know where the like button is, right? Amen, brother. Yes, you don't call the equipped, the equip's the called, baby. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm assuming that everyone liked and subbed to the channel here, so let's go ahead and get started, and let's begin on gold. So let's grab these tools and let's rock and roll here. So this is gold daily time frame, and look at this, man. We've just been moving on up here, so just been pushing all the way up here. So it's been just, I think it's safe to say we have just witnessed a rally here on gold. Who knew we would have not only smoked these highs here, but just completely demolished them, right? Just continue. I mean, we're just continuing to run, right? Continuing to run up here. Not one of these red candles stood a chance, right? Not one of them was able to actually give any sort of a resistance for price to move down. So that's how you know we're just in this rally here. Now that we're finally starting to trade above 35.25 and all that, we'll probably remain above there for quite some time, right? So I'm not calling any sort of a pullback yet, but if when we do get a pullback, we could see that zone being retested at some point later, either this week or next week. So anyways, we are bullish here on gold. Keep in mind, we're in the all-time highs, so there is no ranges to the left. There's no targets to the left. But overall, I am pretty bullish on gold due to the fact that we just won't stop this rally here. So let's move down to the 4-hour. 4-hour did close bearish, but again, it doesn't mean much. It really doesn't. It really doesn't mean much, right? We can easily start to come back up now, break these highs, and then just continue shooting up, creating these all-time highs here on gold. So 4-hour is bearish, but I'm not going to be too fooled by that red candle or whatever you want to call that right there, because we can easily just break these highs now, continue moving bullish. So let's go see what let's go to the 1-hour here, see what this rejection and all that looks like here. Let's see. Yeah, so we got some range, right? So we got a support sitting here at 36.83. You also have resistance here at 36.95, right? So that is pretty much your range on the 1-hour chart. We're just consolidating through here. We did just break the highs here on the 1-hour, so that's pretty interesting. And then we'll see now if we want to come down, close below this range, there could be an opportunity to fill that wick. Let's go identify what that wick looks like though on the 30-minute, and that's going to be like a new support. So it's going to be a little tough, you know, not going to lie. It's going to be a little tough here to jump into these sells. Yeah, I think I mainly want to see how we're going to react down here. Like if we do come back down, right, can we create a clean range, right, for us maybe to close that support and then maybe even take the buys to move back up here, right, to continue moving bullish here today and messing around in this range. It's going to be very difficult to take the buys anywhere up here. We really want to see a push down first, a new support formed, and then we look to take the buy position. So we'll see about that. Otherwise, the sells, you know, you got to probably wait for a range 2 at this point. Yeah, because they're just dangerous. They're dangerous, man. I think the best sells are probably going to be below 71 here today, even though that seems like a far trip. It's probably the safest here. So I am open, though. We'll see what happens, you know, as we kind of move about this range here. It's NY open right now, so we're not really doing too much. We got 820 comics open coming in here in 1 minute. We'll see how that goes, but overall, I think we just need to wait. You know, we need to wait for better price action. So we'll hang tight on the 30-minute chart here, and then we'll see what we can do. But, you know, obviously the best looking chart right now is going to be the 1 hour time frame, which, you know, just has this range here. So this range should keep us in good standings here. I'm going to just leave it at 83 for now. Sells below 83 on the 1 hour, and then, yeah, probably no buys above 92 here for me, but maybe if we get some sort of a fake out down somewhere down in these ranges, especially on the 30-minute time frame, down towards like 78, then we could probably look to maybe buy back up at that point. But it's gonna be a little tough here today until we get this red folder news coming in tomorrow here, and then things should start to flow after Thursday's CPI news report comes out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll hang tight on the 1 hour chart. We won't jump the gun on the sells too quickly here, but we'll see if we can maybe get a push down for another buying opportunity. So that is that's pretty much it on gold. Little tricky price action today, not the cleanest, not the clearest story either for the most part when it comes to higher time frame, lower time frame correlation, but it's all we got, and we'll make do with it and do our best, you know, as we see candles closing here. Cool. So that's gold. That is Goldie. Let's move over to S&P 500 now and take a look at ES here. Looks like we're just chopping, so we're still kind of just fluctuating, chopping around in this daily, you know, consolidation zone. Looks like we had that fake out there, but overall, you know, we did close bullish yesterday, but we closed right at this resistance here. So let's go see what that looks like on the 4 hour chart, see what's cooking. 4 hour candles are all over the place. You had a, you know, big candle push up, weak candle, big rejection. Then we broke the lows here, right? And now we're starting to push back up. So most likely we will want to push up here now that we're coming back up. Let's go see what this looks like on the 1 hour. 1 hour is probably ranging, yep, pretty nicely here. So you got support at 65.07. You have resistance here at 65.15. That's also going to break the 4 hour high here. So that looks pretty good. You do have a bit of a fake out going on the 30-minute. So yeah, I think the 1 hour on both time frames today are going to pretty much keep us in good conditions here. I think the buys are still pretty clean on ES above 65.15, right? You have a decent range, like a 30 pip range, so we'll see about that, right? We might have to, depending on the price action, wait for our buys again above 20 here, but yeah, we'll see about 15 as we approach it. So that's pretty much it. Again, 1 hour time frames seem to be the cleanest here on everything today. You have these nasty wicks and these fake outs. Fake outs going on the like 30-minute time frame and all that. So we'll kind of navigate around that today and just pretty much wait on good closures here on like the 1 hour. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, today and yesterday are really days where you don't want to get too antsy, right? You really just want to let price do its thing. It'll most likely consolidate for these 2 days, and then tomorrow when that red folder comes out, that's where we should get bigger moves and more clean price action at that point. So that is it. That's my day. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. We got decent ranges though, so we'll see if we can get into them. Cool. Any questions? Any comments? Any concerns? Yo, what up, Ben Bennett? There he is. What's poppin'? How we feeling? Pablo, how are you, bro? How are you? This isn't actually isn't that bad on the 30-minute either. If you do close above, again, you do have that wick to fill or whatever. So we'll see. We'll see. Again, 1 hour closures are probably going to be our best bet here today. Best bet. Let's see what we got here. If your broker deposited $3,400 credit line into your live account instead of $494, what would you do? I'm scared if I don't say something. They're probably using that as a bonus, and what happens is when you go to withdraw, they're like, nah, you can't withdraw that money. You can't withdraw anything over the 34 or whatever it is, you know, like that bonus or credit that they gave you. So just be careful with that. Yeah, I feel like that's happened to me once. Yo, what up, Drew? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Tuesday tea times are coming back. TTE Tuesday tea times are coming back, baby. Golf season heating back up. The weather's starting to drop a smidge bit here in Florida, and we're ready. We're ready. Yes, sir. Man, I haven't played in a minute. It's been like 2.5 months. Got to get even my putting. Even my putting was a little rusty. I haven't really been putting in the garage too much. Yeah. See Melly in the house. Yeah, we'll set it up, bro. We'll set it up. Do you consider Asian and London sessions at all? If so, how do you input them into the equation? I mean, I consider them when I'm trading them, yeah. So I do trade Asian. I trade London, not every night, but some nights. So, yeah. But as of right now, I don't really consider them much. I'm just looking at the consolidation here, saying I don't want to trade in that zone. And then I'm looking at the clean ranges here in New York session, saying I would love to trade in that zone. And I would love to trade in this zone here, right? Because we have all this clean range, all nice clean candles, right? To push down in this range here, right? See all that clean move up, where that's where I want to trade. Anything choppy like this, I don't really want anything to do with it. I want to stay away from it. And I want to move when the market wants to move, right? So I want to move with it here. So these clean ranges are probably going to be our best bet. So yeah, I don't really consider like Asian highs or London lows or anything like that. But be in Florida in January, let's do it. Let's do it. Take any trades today? I did pull the trigger on this. This sell position on gold. It was on the 1 hour chart. It was like earlier before it was like in the middle of the pre-NY stream and this stream here. But yeah, it was simple 1 hour sell. Really wanted to hold it. Really wanted to hold it, but yeah, this one right here. Yeah, so I was trying to get a bigger move out of that, but I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared to hold gold sells. Gold sells are not the thing to be holding today, I don't think. Set up a golf? Yeah, we could do that. I'm down. Any advice how to navigate through the all-time highs for newer traders still practicing? Yeah, you know, the best thing to do is really let market structure form out. Like, so that sometimes means like not taking a trade today or not taking a trade, you know, yesterday or something like that. Like, ideally, you really want to see like new ranges form, right? So we're up in the all-time highs here, but you see how like we kind of got all these new ranges formed here now. So you got all this, right, all that. So what you want to do is you want to wait for some of that to start pulling back. Like, even if we missed these type of moves here today, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. Like this move right here, let's say we even just moved it, you know, kind of like missed that whole move or something. Price is going to start to give you new ranges now, right? So as these new ranges come about, that's when you could begin to step back into the market, right? Because now look, you get something like this, all of a sudden now you've got clean range, right? You've got all that range to the downside, right? From here, you got all this clean range to move back up, right? So like price will come back down. It will give us those ranges, but right now it's going to try and eat everybody's money, right? Anyone who doesn't really know what they're doing, all their money's getting grabbed up. You know, I'm talking millions and millions and millions yesterday right here. Right here. This right here, millions and millions of liquidity sitting there, right? And same thing up here today. So you just got to be careful in the all-time highs. You know, I would personally just, as a newer trader, just wait for clean, familiar like price action, ranges that make sense again, and then begin to trade. So that again may mean having 1, 2, 3 no trade days. Yeah. What's this? 30 celery. Yeah. I mean, we have this support sitting right here. It's not that bad, but yeah, we got this support here that I'm a little concerned about. 15-minute is just consolidating here. Personally, I'd rather probably wait till 9 a.m. to trade, right? Because then we get an hour candle closure too. Pac-Man, yeah, Pac-Man's hanging out. He's hanging out. When I move, you moved. Oh, he took that too, bands counted up? I took, yeah, the sell, yeah. So it wasn't this sell up here. It was this one, right? So it was like the second move, right? So you had this sell that I wasn't, you know, at the desk for either. But then you came down, you came up, you created a brand new resistance, right? And I really want to see a melt off. I don't want to say I'm expecting a melt off today, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if it did happen. So, or if it happens tomorrow. So, yeah, I was trying to see if we can get this 1 hour candle to just melt. Like right here would be like a $10,000 plus day there. But I'm glad I closed because, yeah, we went all the way back up. Probably would have stopped out or something. Oh, gold's going to sell off on Thursday. Oh, okay. Thursday. Yeah, I think either before or after the news. Can you call this a 30-minute onion? Which one? Oh, on ES? Let's take a look. 30-minute onion. Nah, this isn't really anything here. Yeah, it's just ranging. This could be considered like a 1 hour onion, right, with a support being formed, but this isn't good market condition to take a trade in right here. It's just very, very choppy, all this. Very choppy. There is no telling. Yep, there's no telling. Yeah, the issue is we were saying that in the Asian last night too. It's like you come off of a weekend. Most traders, they probably got chewed up last week with NFP and all that towards the tail end of the week, and then they come out swinging like Monday, and that's what I mean about really using experience and chart time to learn how to really dial things either back or up, right? Because you got to know when to dial up too and really step in and put the risk on and get aggressive, but then at the same time you got to know when to dial that back. So that's one of the major skill sets of the 8-figure trader, I should say, right, is reading the markets, knowing when to go aggressive, knowing when to kind of lay off a little bit. And a week like this where you clearly have major news coming in, right, on Wednesday and Thursday, if there's no news at all, right, it's no red folders at all Monday and Tuesday, what could you really expect out of Monday and Tuesday, right? You got to expect a slower, choppier market when it comes to that. Most people don't even look at the news, right? Most people don't even look and see if there's any red folder news, so they can't even really judge it, right? But tomorrow, which is Wednesday, right? You'll have red folder coming in here at 8:30. You'll have PPI. Thursday will be really big, right? You got CPI coming in. So a lot of that volatility is just hanging around, just waiting for those news reports to get released, right? So that's where you get the range, right? The consolidation and stuff like that. So a lot of liquidity gets grabbed up on these 2 days here. So will you be a part of it? You know, maybe, maybe not. I think you have to be a part of it in order to not be a part of it, if that makes sense, right? You got to kind of experience that a little bit in order to kind of judge, right, whether or not you're in a good condition or not. So it's part of the game. Part of the game. There's only so much that could be taught with words, you know what I mean? How do I determine my bias for the day? I just look at the daily candle. I look at the daily and then I look at the 4 hour. So I look at the daily candle, not necessarily the daily time frame. Like I really don't even care about anything to the left of that box, right? My main focus is like what's happening right here, right? What can I do with what's going on right here? And then I'll look, what did the previous daily candle do? It closed bullish, it made support. Okay, maybe it makes sense for us to move up and fill that wick, right? So that'll be like my daily bias. But I trade multiple sessions, right? So the way I'm going to get my bias on those sessions, because this daily candle here, this daily candle will last 24 hours, right? I'm trading like 3 or 4 times within that 24 hours, or at least looking for trades. So I'm going to let the 4 hour candle guide me depending on what session I'm in, right? I want you guys to understand this too, because if we are looking at the open of the candle, let's say it's Asian session, right? Asian session, right? And you have a candle, a previous daily that closed like this, right? And you're in Asian session and this is what price looks like. Are you going to be more bullish or biased, right? So this is the daily time frame. So we're going to be bullish, right? But if we look at the 4 hour, what we'll see is, you see this move down? What we'll see on the 4 hour is you had candles closing bearish, right? So most likely now, as that new daily candle starts, right, in the Asian session, most likely the Asian is going to give you a lower wick. So even though the daily's bullish, the Asian session, the 4 hour, is going to guide me, and that 4 hour is bearish. So I'm going to look to potentially take sells in the lower time frame, anticipating that 4 hour candle to move down to create that daily lower wick, right? And then maybe in another session later on, you get something that looks similar to this, right? And now you're going to let that 4 hour candle start to guide you back up, right? So as you look at that 4 hour closure, your daily candle is now starting to come back up, right? Looking something like this. So I'll be taking buys based off the 4 hour, right? Anticipating this move up, anticipating this daily candle to start flipping. So the 4 hour is really what's going to guide your trading on the session by session, but I'll always get my bias based off of that previous daily candle. Good question. Good question. When can we take current candle entry with current candle stops? You can do it. It's just, you know, I don't know. How do you explain it? I'm not sure how to explain that. If it makes sense, pretty much. So if you get the closure and you got a good low, let's say on a bearish candle, like let's say bearish closure, right? Like this, and then you get a decent top wick, right? Let's make this a little steeper, right? And then you get a decent top wick here, right? You can enter on the break of that low, keep your stops right here, nice and tight. Usually there'll be a range or something there that we close below, and then yeah, you know, you could do it like that. Also, usually if you see like a pack runner or something, so let's say like this previous candle, let's do this, right? So let's say we had a bearish candle coming down here like this, and then that candle went up, grabbed the pack and all that, right? Broke the highs. Then you can usually keep it here, because at that point, you know, you ain't gonna come back up, right? This candle already grabbed the liquidity, so at that point, this high will usually be good as long as it breaks the low, and then yeah. All right, let's do this. The boys. Oh, we got a new baby. We got a new baby in the clubhouse. Did I hear? Who had a new baby? We got new babies everywhere, man. Holy. We out here doing God's work, my boys and girls. Payout rejected because of tick scalping. Yeah, that's I've always told you guys I don't like that about Top One Trader, the forex side of it. So yeah, those accounts, you can't be in and out of trades in under 5 minutes when it comes to like the forex side. So yeah, I thought they did away with that rule. I thought somebody said that they don't do that anymore. Yeah, it's the stupidest rule I've ever heard of in my life. Yeah. One of the stupidest. There's a lot of stupid rules out there, actually. Trading, life, all that. So it's one of the most stupid rules. Live accounts are the best. They are good. They are good. I mean, I've taken more out of my live account than I've taken out of payouts so far this year, and I've only traded my live account in half the time. You know, like, so they are good. It's just you're risking your own dough. So you just got to keep that in mind. You're risking your own dough, baby, your own dough. Okay, we're coming back up here now on ES. So I do like the buys above 65.15 here today. So we'll see if we can get something. Congrats on the new arrival. Yeah. Who had the new baby? I seen someone in the clubhouse had a new baby. I didn't see who. $65.15. Yeah, it would have to be like a 30 closure, Norbin, I think. Yeah, 30 is probably going to be our best bet here. Yeah, maybe 15. Maybe 15. It's still pretty clean on the 15. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Ideally the 1 hour, right? But maybe the 15-minute time frame. First, we need to follow our playbook rules. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because if you can't even follow your own playbook rules, then you'll never win as a trader. You guys do know that, right? Like, if you can't follow the profitable trading system, you'll never be profitable. I know, right? It's crazy. Crazy to think about. But that's just how it is, like it or not. Whether you like it or not, you either follow the plan or it ain't gonna work. You make 3K in only 3 weeks? 3K in 3 weeks is pretty good, man. 3K in 3 weeks is pretty good. You know, don't let you know, other people, and you know, myself included, right? They may just be further along on the journey than you are, right? So you can't be discouraged maybe by other people's wins. I think $1,000 a week is pretty dang good. Can you trade news on Top One futures? I don't really know because I don't trade news, so I never actually looked into it. Does anybody know if you could trade news with Top One futures? Why do I always say holy? I just like saying it. Gold will go down. Okay. At 9:30? All right. We'll be ready. We'll be ready for it. ES, 4 hour on ES. It is not bearish. It is, so the previous candle closed bearish on ES right here. This one right here. So we already broke the lows there. So we're coming up now. So the 4 hour, I wouldn't say is bearish. I wouldn't really say it's bullish. I would just say it's a bit confused. Yeah, I would just say it's a bit confused. But the lower time frame should help us out here, right? So the 1 hour, depending on if we get closures above or below, again, I'm pretty bullish, but I want you guys to look at the daily, right? See how the daily is right here at resistance. So we got to put everything together, right? So very little to no bottom wick, daily being at resistance. I'm open for sells if we flip bearish on the daily and start breaking those lows. But if we do push up here and we re-break that 4-hour high and we get a closure above here, then I'm open for buys. So I'm open for buys and sells here today. You are allowed to trade news on your accounts. For Top 1 futures, we recognize that news events can create significant market opportunities, and we encourage traders to take advantage. Wow, no way. Is that really what they said? Is that really what they said? That's like using God's name in vain, bro. Oh, bro. Come on, bro. Oh, bro. The new Ignite account is... Oh, yeah, I actually have one here. Yeah, I got to sign the contract. But, yeah, I'll test that account out. Seems pretty good. It's like a cheaper instant funded account. So, rules are semi the same, maybe a little tight, but, yeah, they're pretty good. I'll trade it, try it out, give you guys my thoughts on it. Am I open for? Yeah, I'm open for both buys and sells because we don't really have much of a direction, right? On the 4-hour there, but we do have a high and a low, right? So if we start breaking through the high, well, there's a very good chance that we push up, right? But if we start flipping bearish on the daily, right, and start breaking that daily low, which is sitting right here, then most likely we have a chance of moving down there, right? So that's pretty much it. Yeah. Hey, yo, there he is, Rafi. Fresh off the island. Okay. How was your trip, brother?
Good morning, my brother. How you doing?
Excellent.
Good to see you.
Great to see you. How we feeling?
Man, great to be back, man. Feel good. Ready to get into it. And happy to be back with you guys.
Let's get it. Happy to have you here, brother.
Yeah. How are we doing, chat?
Time to eat.
What's good? Yeah. Zoomers.
He's
YouTubers,
back, baby.
What's popping?
He's back.
We are back.
How was the trip? Good?
Yeah, man. It was everything that I asked for.
Amazing.
My vision was obviously, to celebrate our wedding and our anniversary. But most importantly, just to get closer to, to God and listen. I've been asking for some things and He delivers, man. It was so good that we shortened the trip by 3 days.
Yeah, you told me 3 days. You're like, all right, we're good. We got what we need. Let's get out of here.
Go back.
Love
Yeah.
it. Love it. Sounds like a great trip.
Yeah, that was the best thing. It's like we definitely, got the word, the guidance, the vision, and it's very scary, man. It's just like, we need to get out of here and do what we gotta do.
Where in DR did you go?
It felt good to leave early. Huh?
Where'd you go in DR?
Yeah, we went in Santo Domingo for a few days.
Cool.
And then we went to Las Terrenas.
Okay, nice.
And we were there. It's slow season, so everything was kind of slow,
Nice and slow, baby.
But it was relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no rain, which was good.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
No rain. Okay, baby. Let's see what we do. Have you taken any trades this week, or are you just getting back?
Nah, bro, I didn't. I mean, I looked at the chart. You know how we
Yesterday
do.
was choppy.
Like I look and we still do our markups, but no intention to execute, just observing. There were a couple opportunities that would have happened while I was there towards the last of the days, but yesterday I did not, man. I was just getting ready myself for the week.
Dope.
But it seemed choppy, yeah.
I like it. Guy's nuts. I'll check him out. I'll check. I don't think I ever heard of him, but yeah, we'll check him out. And now he's back, baby. He's back. Let's go to YouTube. Oh, the mask man? Uh-oh. Hi, I'm building one AI trading software which helps users to manage their emotions and look for their behavior to trade towards. Will you help me test this out? You and about 100 other people. Yeah, I think everyone's working on a AI trading software currently that helps traders manage their emotions. So yeah, keep do it. You know, I don't see why that wouldn't work. You know what I mean? Just yeah. But you know, there's probably about 10 other people that asked me the same thing. So what up, Conrad?
Now.
Yeah, a lot of people are working on that. But I think it's a good idea, so pursue it.
You know, yeah, no, that's an interesting thing. You know, it's like the root of the problem is bigger than what we think. You know, if the AI can do that, get that deep to the roots, that would be awesome.
Yeah. AI. What up, Sam, man? AI taking over? Is it? I think AI is already taken over. Now it's going to be very hard to stop it. In this ranging market on ES, I find it difficult to mark up support and resistance, spot an onion well. Any tips? Let's go back to ES. So yeah, I mean, I like the area that I have. I know there's like one or two fake outs, right? Like, so that's and this is why I said I want to wait for the hour closures here today, because there's really no point in taking a trade outside of the hourly time frame with this current market condition, right? The 30 minutes going to be very tricky. The 15 minutes going to be very tricky as well. 5 minute, I don't even want to think about the 5 minute on days like this. The 1 hour though sets a clear pace, right? But the bad news is it might not ever leave the range on the 1 hour. Therefore, you may not take that trade today. So most traders don't want to hear that, right? They've come here to trade, right? To make money. So when I say something like that, they're like, no, right? Like, no. They don't want to wait for the hour, right? They don't want to wait for the clearest direction. They just want to take the quickest opportunity that presents themselves. So anytime, Sujay, that you find yourself and find it difficult to mark up zones and ranges and spot trades really well, guess what? All you got to do is fade back a little bit. Just fall back a little. Let price action print candles. Let it become more familiar to you. And then when it's not difficult anymore, that's when you go back in. I know that sounds very like logical and like who wouldn't do that, but that is not what traders do. Traders will trade this range if it's the only range there for them. It's what you call desperation, right? Most traders are desperate to get into the market every day, where the pros, they're not. They're desperate to for their playbook to show up, not necessarily to get into trades. So if the price action isn't familiar, Raja always told me, then don't trade the price action until it gets familiar. So it's very simple. Yeah, most traders can't grasp it. Fifteen minute.
Have you surfed before?
Have I what?
Have you surfed? Surf?
Like like standing up and all that. Not really.
Yeah, I was. So you know, when I was in Bali, I was talking to this guy. He's pretty good trader. Nobody knows him, Actually, he's not on social media just because he doesn't want to be, like in the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he said, like think about it like this. If you're gonna get into surfing, will you get on the water when it's windy, when it's rainy, and when the water is just, waves are pretty big, very intense, but will you get into that? I'm like, nah. Same thing when the chopper market is out, It's like you want to be surfing the waters that you normally surf.
Yep, exactly. If it's all different and stormy and different rhythm to it, you could die out there, right? So same thing
Literally.
here, like you can't die by taking a trade, but you can blow all your money and blow your everything you got. Everything you got, man. Dum, dum. Yeah, that's a go. I like the analogy when it comes to surfing with trading because it makes total sense. It makes the ocean is a beast, right? If you don't play by its rules, and the same goes for the market. Show your P&L on which account. I got like 3 accounts. Which one you want to see? Which one do you think? Which account do you need to see? My personal P&L for you to become a better trader. Let me know and I'll show it to you. If you think that that's what's going to make you become better, then I guess I'll show you. Do I recommend Top One funded forex? I don't use them, so I personally don't like their 5-minute rule. I don't think it really jives with our style of trading. So, yeah. But I like their futures a lot more than their actual forex one. Any trades yet? Yeah, I took a sell on gold, a little pre-New York sell. But that was about it. I would have liked to hold it, but I was just, like I said earlier, I was a little afraid to hold gold sells here today. Can you blame me? Can you blame me? Show us the ear. 5-minute rule is removed. Oh, yeah, see, that's what I thought, but, some people are saying that it's not. What do you say to people that say trading is gambling? I really don't say anything to them. Yeah, I think they're right. Most traders don't have a system that they apply on a day-to-day, so they're pretty much gambling for the most part. So I actually agree with them in most cases. I say, you're right. Don't ever try this, and don't ever ask me any questions about it either. It's a big gamble, you want to stay far away from it.
Bro, I think YouTube can't hear the music, bro.
Oh, no?
No.
YouTube can't hear the music? It's pretty low. I got it really low right now.
Oh.
Yeah. How about now?
I don't know. Green, you let me know. What you say?
No music on YouTube. No way. How about now?
I hear you breathing.
Yeah, you hear it now? All right. We got a little music. I don't like the music to be too loud. It's annoying. Like anytime I ever watch a stream and it was like loud, I'm like, that's annoying. Clubhouse, you guys can hear the music, right?
Yeah, nice and clear. HD.
Oh, okay. He said music should be Clubhouse exclusive anyway. Damn. All right, let me lower it a smidge. I don't like when it's high. I feel like then I'm yelling because sometimes you guys tell me my microphone isn't that good. Meanwhile, it's like the top of the line Shure mic that you can get, And then the music's too high, so now I'm like screaming into a really good mic that you say is not a good mic, but the music's not even that loud, and now it's just me just yelling at y'all. And I ain't trying to yell, you know what I mean? Yes, Green. We always listen to the chat. We always listen. All right, Goldie. No signs of any movements here as we creep on this hourly closure. So, yeah, that 8 a.m. candle did not really do that good here. The guys are here to meditate. Hey, you know, don't sleep on meditation. Maybe that's why I'm very patient when I come up here to the desk and you're very antsy, you know. Maybe that's why I, you know, manage my trades the way I do and you manage, you know, don't sleep on the meditation. Yeah. How many deep breaths have you guys taken today? How many? How many? I bet 85% of you say, whoa, actually, come to think about it, I haven't even taken a deep breath today. Man, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. It's crazy, right? Sometimes you just need a friendly reminder. I got y'all. Rafi got y'all, man. We're here to remind you guys to breathe today. Breathe.
Breathe. Maybe we're gonna bring some of that into the webinar, man. Like diving deeper into some other techniques that are gonna help you.
Come on, ES. I hope you closed outside the range. No, you did not. Yeah, gang. Let's be patient here today. I'm telling y'all, today ain't the day to get all antsy pantsy here. So just like yesterday, you'll get chewed up. So there's nothing here yet. Nothing. Do I look at? No, I look at ES, Gold and ES in all my sessions. So Asian, London, pre-New York, New York. Those are like the two pairs that I look at. Yep. He said, I'm asthmatic, so I have to. Hit the inhale. Breathe air. Yeah. Yeah, Asian is I look at both pairs for every session. Yeah, counting breaths. Yeah, exactly. No forcing trades, Conrad. No forcing trades. There you go, Sujay. NQ. We could take a look at NQ here. Probably going to be very similar to ES, very choppy to the downside. Let's just do a fresh analysis here. So you are pretty much same type of condition. You're kind of jammed up here. What I do like is these highs are all respecting each other, right? So there's very little to no bottom wick on that wick here on the daily time frame. So let's take a look here. 4 hour is starting to come down now, so you kind of pushed up. You broke the highs here on the 4 hour. There's 1 hour left here. The 1 hour is starting to creep below as well. The issue is you got support sitting here at 34, right? So there's support here. We got almost no top wick on the candle there, and you got resistance up here. So that's pretty much your 1 hour range. And then yeah, this just gets very messy, very choppy here on the lower time. The lower you go, the choppier it gets. So again, not the best price action here today. In terms of the 4 hour, right, I would personally just wait for the 4 hour closure because it already broke like the lows. It's coming back up. It's just nasty. It's just nasty. So yeah, there's really nothing to do. Nothing to do except maybe wait for the 1 hour closure, right? But we just had a 1 hour closure here. So you got to wait a whole nother hour now until you know you're getting a closure below and then possibly fill the wick. Right, because otherwise I don't really know. You know, there's nothing to really do on this 30-minute time frame here. Yeah, just very not so good price action today. Yes, post NFP chop, pre CPI chop. It makes sense for Pac-Man to come eat everyone's profits here today. Only the lucky will get away with W's here. Months ago, you suggested NQ over ES. Why change? It's I think it's something to do with volatility. Yeah, I just spent a little bit more time on both pairs. Found out that I liked ES a little bit better, and that was pretty much it. Both pairs are good though. Guided meditation webinar. Hey, yo, hey, go back to I think that was yeah, we did some guided meditation.
I think that was
Remember
the
that?
second
One.
camp.
The first or the second boot camp, I forget which one it was, but it was fire. Stephen B was like hypnotized. The dude was like levitating at his home. We looked back, everyone was already awake, and Stephen B was just still sitting there with his eyes closed, low key levitating in his basement or wherever he was.
His GPS wouldn't bring him back.
His GPS, yeah. It's like, wake up, wake up.
He got stuck somewhere.
What about GJ? Is she benched forever? Yeah, I think so. I think so. That webinar is up. Yeah. Which one was it again, Rafi? Was it part?
I think it was the second boot camp.
Go look at in the webinar.
The second day of the boot camp, I think.
Yeah, in the webinar section, you'll see like a boot camp in there. It's definitely in there. R.I.P. GJ. You know what's funny? The other day I came here and I was like, all right, we're going to look at gold. We'll take a look at GJ. And I was like, wait, what? We ain't looking at GJ. GJ? Say what? Yep, Goldie back up. Yep, broke the highs, came back down, just going right back up now. Yep. Yes, GJ will always be in our hearts. That's correct. That is correct. GJ was good, Green, until you told me about ES. And then ES came around and yeah. ESU 25. I think that's just like ES, like some time frame on ES. NZD, nah. Who remembers Green used to trade the best pair? What was it again? NZD USD. Ta! He hit me up. He said, "Yo, Gold and GJ are too damn volatile, Nick. I'm gonna start trading in the Asian session, and I'm gonna trade NZD USD." I said, "Oh, brother, good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck. Sounds good. Let me know how that goes. Let me know how it goes." Green, remember I remember when GJ was a volatile pair for us. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. 10 pips. The whole 4-hour candle's like 12 pips. Is ES overextended for a sell? Let's take a look. Not necessarily. Not yet. Not yet. How come I don't look at NAS for Asian? I basically just made my watch list Gold and ES. So I'll look at NAS and give you guys some like thoughts, but I probably won't trade NASDAQ. Yeah, I found my sweet spot with trading is really two pairs. If I can keep 2 pairs, that's really all I need. I don't like really getting into 3 or 4 or 5 pairs, and I don't know. My brain just doesn't work well that way. So I found my sweet spot, and it's 2 pairs, and that's it. I stopped taking some breakouts since last month. Waiting on the celery is so much safer. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. you got to know which breakouts to really take. You know, like the webinar that we did on breakouts, where we kind of finally structured the breakout and what the best ones look like. Those are the ones that I would try and get, right? Those breakouts that are a little bit more clean. So like what I mean by that is you don't really want to take this breakout here, right? As opposed to, or I should say you can, right? But something like this would be so much better. So like, let's say that candle does not close below, and then you get something like this, right? And then a breakout. So you see how it's all bunched up towards the bottom of the zone there? That's like your best breakout right there, where you kind of have a resistance, you break out here, and then, you know, you're close to the top of that range, and price can move down pretty nicely from there. So yeah, if you're taking it now, you know, that same pattern happened, but it's way up here, right? So you would like for that pattern to be down here, and those breakouts work the best. These breakouts, like when we take them like this, they tend to be the, you know, a little bit more sloppy, a little bit less of a win rate and all that stuff. These days we don't even touch GJ. Bitcoin. Who's holding Bitcoin? Anyone? Someone asked me the other day if I ever heard of Bitcoin. That was so funny. I'm like, why are you asking? Because I got a Louis V book bag. He said, yo, actually, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Since 2014, yeah, man, the first time I really heard of Bitcoin was 2013, 2014, and I did not buy at that time because I didn't have a lot of money. I was probably making like $450 a week. I think at that point, Bitcoin was like maybe $115 a coin. Yeah, man. It wasn't until really like 2017 that I caught on, and then really 2020, and then really like 2022 is where, you know, that whole thing started heating up for me. But yeah, we hold a little Bitcoin. We hold just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. 2 pairs, 2 trades, 2 hours, 2 sessions. There you go. There you go. I like that. That's a good plan. Yeah, I just dumped another 60,000 in Bitcoin. Oh. Silk Road? Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. I haven't heard that term in forever. Yeah, the early days were crazy. Man, I never forget the first time I heard of Bitcoin. Yeah, I was working at Mercedes-Benz at that time. It was wild. All right, let's see what ES is going to do. We got, what time is it? We got 15-minute closures coming up. So 15-minute candles in which we probably would like to take advantage of if we got the moves here, right? Because we should get some volume coming in now between 9:15 and 10 a.m. So let's see what we do. Bro, yeah, people were... Yeah, it's wild. Bitcoin was less than an instant funded account at one point. Yep. It was less than a combine at one point. Yeah, I remember, I'm pretty sure BTC it had a really nice push. It went to like $200 a coin. Remember that? And then it dropped back down to like 60. So I remember, I didn't really have a lot of money at that time. So it was like 100 something, like 100 a coin. And this is like, bro, like coins, like digital currency, like none of that was like that popular back then. So I didn't have that much money, so I'm like, all right, let me not. But I do remember hearing about it. Yeah. Sheesh. Can we get a big... I'm actually hoping for a big pullback on Bitcoin. Like something big. Yeah, I would not mind that at all. One guy thinks it's going to be a big red year for crypto. you know, obviously people all have their speculations, right? Just hold forever.
That pullback will be sick.
Yeah, it really will be. I would love to dump a lot more in.
Yeah.
Do I gamble? I mean, life is a gamble. You know, every day I wake up, it's a gamble in life. But no, I don't really sports bet or gamble in casinos or any of that. Do you think trading is for everyone? Probably not. Probably not. We all know that only 2% of the population will become successful, so nothing's for everyone. Success in general, we know 98% of people will never achieve a, you know, high level of success in life. So same deal with trading. Not that they can't, it's just that they can't get themselves together. That's all. They can't get it together. Zoom access. So you should see, you got to go to members access. If not, TK will help you out. TK. He'll pop up like a genie real quick, and then he'll help you out. Yeah. Just look on the side there, though. There's like a members access that you might have to click, and then everything should open up for you. Did I hear about any news in Nepal? No, I didn't. I don't even know about the weather in Florida, gang. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I'm so out of the mainstream mix. I don't really hear about anything at this point.
Isn't that nice?
It is nice. You know, we were never meant to know about everything. You do know that, right? Like, we weren't meant to know about what was going on the other side of the world, right? In most cases, back in whatever day, people just lived in tribes of like 100, right? 150. There's like all these tribes, right? So the thing is, you didn't need to know what was going on. If you lived in this tribe, you didn't need to know what was going on in that tribe, right? In this tribe, people will handle their tribe. People will help their tribe. People will serve their tribe. People will, right? So our brains were never able to handle all the information that we receive about everything going on all over the world, right? It's you know, like, same thing too. What's crazy is, like, we were never designed to see our own face. You believe that? We were never designed to see our face. That's why we judge and we get all embarrassed and all that stupid stuff, right? Because we actually were never even meant to see our own face, right? There was no mirror. The only way we would see our own face was through the reflection of water, right? And then that is very distorted as well. So yeah, our brains are trying to handle way more, and obviously that's done purposely, right? So our brains are trying to handle so much more than they're capable of.
I can't remember who it is, but there is I think it's like a culture or something where they don't like taking pictures because something similar to what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I've heard of that too.
I just can't remember now. I'm thinking, who is it, or that they don't accept any pictures or anything just because of that. Something with their
something about the light going off every time. I forget.
yeah. It's very interesting stuff. Yeah, I think it's the Amish, but I just don't want to say that because I don't have, I don't have the real source. Because I went to college in the town. There's a lot of Amish people, and I feel like it was that, but I do not want to say the reason why they don't like it. But maybe you're right. Maybe it's the Amish. That's probably what I heard it.
Yep. I wouldn't say all that. Human potential is unlimited. Yeah, it's unlimited when it's not being distracted, right? And being combobulated and just bombarded, right? With all of the world's information. How can the brain be unlimited when it's distracted in so many ways? It doesn't know how to use its own purpose, right? So there's a reason they want you thinking about everything else besides being unlimited, right? So I agree with you. The brain is unlimited, but when it's being bombarded and distracted and deceived like like they have it, it's very difficult for you to use your brain in that manner. Yeah, yeah. The Amish don't take pics yet. It might be the Amish. Just disconnected from the matrix. That's all. Just trying to unplug. You know, that's really it. Just trying to unplug as best as possible here. All right, 11 minutes, and we get a 30 closure. This is on ES. If we go to gold, gold's trying to pop its head back above the all-time highs here, so we'll see what's going to happen. There was once a study done. By who? Who did that study? The sun is 81 million miles away or whatever it is. Like, who measured that? Who? Tell me. Yeah. Show your P&L this month. $19,000. Yeah, couple wins, couple losses. Took a nice little withdrawal for 8,000, but yeah, that's pretty much it. They believe it may be a trap. Oh, yeah, that makes sense too. It might be. It might be. There needs to be. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Could be a good buy down. What do you mean by that? Hey, we might be trading the range here today, right? So if we do, right, if you do get some sort of rejection from here, I know it might not be popular, but that could be the opportunity to take a sell. I'm not saying I'm going to be doing that, but that could play out here. I will do it if it makes sense, right, when it happens. But we got 9:30 coming up here, so let's see what we do. Let's see, because we might just trade the range here today, right, from here to here. Obviously, that's what we've been doing pretty much this whole time here. So yeah. Lancaster? Yeah, there's oh yeah, I love going to Lancaster, man. There's so many Amish. They just be riding the horse and buggy out there. Lose big, win small. I would start to pay attention to like what we've been talking about the conditions of the market. So if you win small and like kind of lose a little bigger, just know if you have a high win rate, that actually won't really affect you as much as you think it will, right? But you have to have a high win rate, right? Or what you can do is, I'm pretty big on like basically like pushing the status, right? So a lot of you have like RR traders, right? And then you have like win rate traders. So everyone says, well, you got to be one or the other, and I disagree, right? Because like RR traders, they're gonna have like a 40, maybe 50% win rate, right? But they're gonna have like what is it, like 2R, like what, 3R? Let's just say, let's call it 2R, because the 3Rs be capping. So 2R, right? So you got 2R here, and then you got win rate traders. Win rate traders are gonna have a higher win rate, like like probably like 70 to 80% win rate, right? But they're gonna have like more of like 1R, not even 1R sometimes, right? Like half an R, some trades. So that's the two ways of trading, right? And people say, well, you got to either do one or the other, but I disagree, right? So over the years, we did it on this stream too, right? We say, what if we can stay at a high win rate, but at the same time increase our RR? So that's where we started. I hired a mentor who is a multiple 8-figure trader. We're talking like $10 million plus a year. Yeah. I hired him and he taught me all about this concept of the conditions in the market and how to go about each individual trade and not look at RR from an individual trade standpoint, but look at it from an overall trade standpoint. Meaning when trades come up, right, that are high probability on your win rate, notice how when you lose your trades, what are some conditions that get in the way? Because if I'm going to lose maybe sometimes 2R, or if I'm going to lose 2 and only gain 1, then I want to see is there a condition that plays into that, right? So what I did was I started to look at the conditions, right, in the market, whether it was news or price action or direction or time, right, or whatever it was. Like I would factor in these conditions. So every trade I would take would be a good A trade, but then I would just measure the pros and cons, right, of each trade. And I say, okay, cool. Well, it's volume time. It's we have higher time frame direction. Right, higher time frame direction. Those are 2 pluses. Maybe it's I don't know, something else, right? And then I'll go over here and I'll go, well, there's a minor resistance in the way. There's news came out against the direction in which we're going, right? And then it's your job as the trader to measure these 2 and then see where do the scales fall, right? Where's the balance at? And then you say, okay, well, this has a lower, it's still an A plus setup, right? But it probably has more of a lower probability. So that way now, instead of going, let's say if I'm risking 1, 2, 3, 1 small, 2 medium, 3 large on a trade where like the cons outweigh the pros, right? I'm most likely going to scale down a little bit, right? But let's say that these stacked up, that there was a lot more pluses, right, than there was negatives, and that's where I'm going to go with like higher risk. Right. And if it's just a regular normal trade that I would just take where it's like there's nothing too great, but there's also nothing too bad about it, then, I'll just stick with my normal basic risk. So I would say like 85% of the trades are going to be right around this here, right? Like let's just say 80% of the trades will be like a standard trade. But then you're going to have certain trades that you go, man, this is a standout trade here. Like this really, really looks good. I want to pull the trigger on this one and, everything is lining up. So that'll be like 10% of your trades, right? And then there's some trades that look good, but you're like, you know what? I don't like this or that about it, right? And that'll be like another 10% of your trades. And you'll lower your size on those. So that's what's helped me out when it comes to RR and, finagling RR and whatnot. I mean, right now I have a 1.3 R, so I'm over 1 R overall, right? So my average winner is about 1,000. My average loser is about 750, right? Those are trade Zella stats. So, my RR just right now, without even really paying attention to it, is over 1 R, right? But that I might not have over 1 R on some individual trades. Some individual trades I might have 2 R, right? 3 R, but some of them I might have half R. But I don't really care, because it's never really affected my trading too much. If I lose one trade and it takes out 2 winners, that's fine. I got like a 70% win rate. I'll get it right back for the most part. So, yeah, that's what I would say. Just focus on those conditions and, all that good stuff. Okay, 9:30, heating up. Yeah. Paul Saladino. Yeah, I do follow most of his diet. Yep. Yeah, I take some of his supplements too. ES. All right, let's take a look here. Do we got volume coming in on ES? We'll see. 15-minute coming back in the range here. Boom. What playbook says would be the best for like trading in the range? Probably like fake outs or onions, right? So meaning like resistance at the top or support at the bottom, right? Fake out at the bottom, fake out at the top, all that type of stuff. Yeah, you see, this is only a 24 pip range. Like if this was like a 40 to 50 pip range, I would be open to actually, if we got a closure, buying back up, but it just doesn't, it's not that good of a deal. Goldie, why you don't take the trade from the 30-minute buys, breaking the highs? Because I'm waiting on a closure. So that's just not the way I trade. Yeah, just don't trade that way. No man's land, baby. We're up here. We're up in no man's land. We'll probably just keep moving bullish today. Very happy I secured that earlier. A pip on ES is $12.50 instead of $10, yeah. $12.50. All right, well, here comes 9:30. You'll have some high volume coming in here, so. Where's Mr. Gems? I haven't seen him today.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, is Johnny around?
I hope he's good. That's not like him.
Yeah, no, he's here. He's here, patiently waiting.
All right, he's patiently waiting. Okay, so 9:30 here. Let's see, gold. Nothing we could really do with gold. Let's take a look at ES. ES. Oh, ES, we do got closures here. Yeah, the 15 is not the hottest, but 30 closure below. 1 hour candle still open. Damn. Yeah, nah. 15 is not looking hot. 1 hour is not looking hot either, so probably not going to take this. 15 got a big reject, two big rejections, I should say. 1 hour is not closed yet. It's got no top wick here, so probably no sell for me. 4 hours still open. Goldie. Yeah, gold, we don't really know what to do with gold here. Nothing to the left. So the only thing you could do with gold now is if you do want to take a buy, right? Like just take the buy at the break of the highs and then just trail stops. Just trail the stops. And ES, I really do like the 30-minute, but that 15-minute is wicked. Yeah, I'm not trusting that 15-minute here. 30 looks good, but look at the 15. Johnny Gems. One thing I liked, I think most people have held their fire for the most part, right? So that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Johnny,
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you,
Rocky,
brother.
Nick. Good to see you guys. How y'all doing?
Incredible, you?
Phenomenal.
Let's get it. Happy Tuesday. What's up, everyone? Let's have a blessed day.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing? I am feeling good, bro. Blessed and highly favored. Let's go.
He's Gucci.
Goldie, though. I took a look at gold and I'm like,
You don't like
should
gold?
I trade this? Yeah, nah, Goldie rocking all the time highs, I see. Cool.
Can we break the highs on gold? Oh, holy.
Probably. Here we go. About to witness history again.
Let's see, 50 points. 50 points would be 06.8. 06.8.
We're on some.
Let's test it. Let's see if we break the highs here.
Bet on it.
If we pop up into this area.
All right, I'm in. No, I'm kidding.
Man, I should have been taking risky buys on my live account. Damn. Okay,
All
we
that
broke the high.
patience thrown out the window.
The one time you press buy, it just drives down.
Exactly, bro. That's what would happen. And exactly what I said throughout all that discipline and patience. All wasted.
Then you start punching the air, shadow boxing.
And punch a hole in the wall.
Oh, snap. Start fighting the oxygen.
Right.
No
What did
risk,
I
no
do?
Rari, baby. That's true. That's true.
Dang.
Full port gold sells. Holy. That's daring. That's daring. I mean, maybe if the entry was like right here, that probably, like me looking at gold right now and seeing it, was there any opportunities at all, right? Even impulsively, I think I wouldn't take any of these impulse sells here. I definitely wouldn't take that impulse sell, right? But this buy, you know, I could see why someone would take that right there. But again, little choppy here, but I could see why that. So if anyone, if anyone did take it though, I don't think it's bad, especially as an aggressive like impulse trade. I think it's pretty good.
I hate that steep wick on that support. It's just trash. Steep wick to the upside.
Right here.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go. Can we get the 50?
it's coming.
Can we get that 50?
Yeah, but how you guys doing today? Any trades taken for y'all?
Nah, not really. Nope. I took a gold sell earlier.
Gold sell?
This one right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh. Can we get the 50? Yeah, basically obviously didn't take that first move down. Then you create a resistance, wick fill, and that was it.
What about
It
you,
was-
Johnny?
I wanted to hold,
Yeah.
but I was scared to hold gold sells for good reasons.
Yeah, no, I didn't take any trades, Rafi. No trades for me.
Yeah.
Nothing really going on. What made you like those sells?
Nice onion play, high or low. You got a high here, came down, create a low, higher low, sell off, wick fill. It was like 730. Because I was actually hoping to see gold dump today, but I wasn't gonna bet my whole account on it though, you know. We the 15-minute candle here, where was it? Yeah, I forget where it was. Basically closed with like little wicks. I just got out. Here we go. Can we get 37.06 here? There's 37.04. Okay, let's see how we
Yeah,
do
these
here. We
samples
got
sounds like
we got this potential pack runner, and then if we can get like a celery play, not that bad actually. So as long as the candles continue to close below there, we might be into taking these shorts, but we'll see. We'll see. See how we broke the lows there on the 4 hour to start driving down. So you got to get a clean closure back below here now. My support on ES is pretty much everything is based off like the 1 hour chart here for the most part. I'm pretty much looking for my closures on the 1 hour time frame today, just because it's probably the safest time frame. Like even this 1 hour candle, possibility to close right back in the range here.
Wow, gold pretty much reached that 50 pip point.
Yeah. All right, 1 for 1 on the 50 pip idea.
One. Make a note of it.
Next time we break highs, 50 pips.
All right, we're 1 for 1 on it, chat. Next time we execute.
The issue is you don't get to sample sizes too much because you're not in the all-time highs too much.
Okay. Yo, Rafi, man, how was your trip?
It was good, man. Like I was telling Nick, like I had a vision and something that I wanted to get out of this trip besides celebrating, the 5-year anniversary.
Hmm.
And man, exactly what I wanted, I got. So it was good. It was a good trip, very good trip, relaxing,
That's
and a lot
awesome,
of
bro.
truths. A lot of truth came out, and yeah, just powerful stuff.
Awesome, bro. Yeah. Yep. And DR was good
Yeah, yeah, it was good.
weather-wise.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Nick as well. Like it's supposed to be like low season and somewhat rainy, and we didn't get any of that. Yeah, it rained, but it was like at night or somewhat in the morning, so it didn't affect
Yeah.
anything that we did.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Worked out perfect.
Yeah, so we went to Santo Domingo for 3 days, and then um, we drove to Las Terrenas, and we were there, and bro, just quiet and not a lot going on, which was good.
Yeah. Awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out DR. Did you hit up any baseball friends or?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I talked to a couple of people, but as far as timing and we were where we didn't get to meet up. And
Got it.
I think what was it, the fourth day? I feel like the fourth day, that's when, all the prayers and everything that I was asking, like it came so real that I kind of like, I'm gonna stay in my own space.
Got you.
Because if you go and do things, you kind of like get distracted in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like I was getting into something here. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna stay in my own, you
Own
know,
bubble.
yeah,
Nice, bro. Well, that's good to hear, bro. Sounds like you had a good time and stuff. It's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, yeah. I was telling Nick, it was so good that we cut the trip early by 3 days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we should have been back Wednesday, so tomorrow. And yeah, we were like,
Gotcha.
yo, we got everything that we needed. Staying here extra 3 days is just
I,
unnecessary. So
Right, go. I feel like you could say that about most like vacations or most trips you take. Like you're like, all right, I didn't need to be here as long.
yeah,
Sometimes, yeah, it's nice.
yeah, yeah. So we're like, nah, let's just go.
W, bro. Yeah, we were missing you over here too at TT. We're
Yeah,
like,
no,
bro, where's Rafi? Listen.
yeah, I was telling Courtney, I'm like, I feel like on the fifth day, I was like, I'm gonna get here going,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in the clubby over here.
Separation anxiety, yeah, for real.
Yeah. How was the
Yeah.
webinar?
Webinar was awesome, man. It's always great to do the Q&A sessions because everyone has such great questions and such
Yeah,
great charts to review. We definitely get a lot out of that one. So, yeah, it was good. Very great webinar.
good stuff, man, as usual.
Yep, as usual. Yep.
Yeah,
Dang. Look at Gold here hitting that 50 pip point and starting to reject now. Cool.
yeah. The bouncy ball we got over here, that wall, imaginary wall.
Literally. Literally.
Wow. ES looking good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on the 15 closure here. Might be the shorts might play out. Stops are pretty good too. 34 pips. 34. Let's get it, Trado Voss. See you in Asian, brother.
Yo, see you later, bro.
See you in Asian. Asian
Have a
sesh.
good day.
Asian sesh.
Yo, Clubhouse, can we get away from these all-time highs for Asian? Maybe.
That'd be very nice. All right, let's see how this candle closes. In 30-minute candle coming back down after grabbing the pack here. 15 closure below, not looking bad. 15, I don't. The one thing I don't like about the 15 is this, but we got a lot of volume, right? It's the second half of that 9:30 candle. 30-minute candle went up for the first half, broke the highs of the previous candle, coming back down now. if the 15 closes below, right, and we get that break of the 30-minute low at that point, you'll most likely see a drive down here. Would I have taken the buys if we weren't at all-time highs? Yes. As long as there was clean traffic to the left and all that, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, like we would have needed range and all that for me to target and stuff. So notice how I just put that at 37.07 and it just hit that, right? So it was just like a 50 pip marker there. So yeah, nailed it right on the decimal. That's crazy. That's crazy.
We got targets now, boy.
Now we got targets.
Now we got targets.
But let's peep game here on ES. We got 50 seconds. Some war news going on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How did we come up with this all-time high strategy? We didn't. We just tested it today and just marked up 50 pips and see if it would have hit, and it hit. Hi, mister. All right, 10 seconds. Doesn't look like we're going to close below. Let's take a look at gold. Gold's still open. Hi, everyone. What you guys doing? A whole lot, baby, a whole lot. ES is S&P 500. Yeah, or US 100. There's my Mavi boy. There he is.
How was your weekend, Johnny?
Oh man, the weekend was awesome. Great weekend. Spent some time with Nick and stuff.
Nice.
Got to see him and kind of chilled out the rest of the week. Did my weekly reviews, hop on the webinar, did some things personal development wise, and that was it. Chill weekend.
Where you are? Are you in New York or are you?
No, I'm in Florida,
Okay.
in Tampa. Yep. It was kind of raining too this weekend, so just stayed really inside.
Nice. Temperature getting better?
Yeah, bro. Actually, it is starting to cool
Cooler?
down a bit. Yeah, a little bit, tiny bit.
Yeah.
Maybe
Good.
now it's like in the mornings it's like 75 instead of 80. You know, it's cooling down a bit, getting there. And
Whoa, what happened here with ES? Damn, we did close above. That's tough, honestly. That's tough. Yeah, it's hard to take this off that 30-minute when your 15's closing like this. All those respecting. So, yeah, probably so what I would do now is you still have a lot more room to head down, but you're probably going to need a closure, right? Below that 15-minute marker if we're going to take sells off the 15-minute chart there. So, yeah. I'd feel really dumb getting into a sell here and taking a loss on that when I know that could be avoided.
hell yeah.
Raja, yeah, that's basically where I got it from. Raja saying that, yep. All right, will we get something here out of the New York session? We'll see, we'll see. Gold don't show any signs of moving back down. I think the best buys now on gold are going to be after support is formed, right? So I don't even think we're going to get this move down, to be honest. I mean, we haven't really gotten it at all, right? But this will probably be your best buy position right here on gold. You know, take a buy to move back up. At least now you have range to fill and, you know, actual targets to go after. And ES is not playing nicely here. Yeah, look at that. Straight back up. Back up.
Yeah, I've literally been waiting for that on gold since pre-New York, you know, just like an onion buy. Haven't got it yet though.
Same.
I don't mind too, like taking another no trade day. You know, it's not that big of a deal for me.
I never mind.
Yeah.
Because it's either that or I force something that I'm not going to be comfortable taking. So I don't want to do that ever.
Right. Absolutely.
Ever.
Never, ever.
But hey, yo, this ES trade, little closure belowsure, something like that. 4-hour candle closing bearish too. That could work. Would I consider those buys not overextended on gold? On gold, I mean, you got the one candle, right? That 1 hourly candle, or I should say 1 30-minute candle. So, like I said, I think the best buy was probably down here, right? But if you had all clean range over here, right, and it was just nice clean candles kind of moving down, then yeah, I would probably, look into it at like a smaller size, especially gold breaking the 4-hour highs and starting to drive, right? So gold will probably continue moving up here today. We don't see any signs of pullbacks. Do I use top on? I use top on futures. Yeah. Can we get the buzzer beater, Mugs? Can we get it? Can we get it?
Locked down to the last final seconds. Stewart with the ball.
Oh, Andre, yeah, the elite, the one on, yeah, that'll come back soon. We had to revamp something there, so yeah, those will come back soon. Yeah, soon. I should have just blindly pressed buy here on my live account.
Right. And where it keeps stops below the low.
No stops. No stops.
No stops. Bro.
See,
okay.
I usually don't have like crazy stops. I mean, I took a $10,000 loss here on my live account too, so I'm okay with taking like 10K losses because now my average winner is like 3, 4, 5 grand. So
Yeah.
that's okay. That's okay. Most of the losses are kind of small, but
Had that one big one.
yeah, maybe 2 big ones. See, like, so most of my losses like maybe 1,000, but you see, this one's almost 11
Holy
grand,
shit.
and then that one's 6,500.
I love that. Let's
So,
go.
but look, I get it right
That means
back.
the wins are big.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, bro.
The thing about this
feel it.
account now,
Lose 10.
well, here's the thing is I started the account with 30 grand and then I took 60 grand. So I got my 30K back plus 30K. Then I took 7K. Then I took 8K, right? So any of the money in here now is just house money, right? So at this point, I'm going to go big on the ideas that I really like. And if I take a hit or something like that, it's okay. You know, I can get that back. It took me, okay, so it was like 16,000 in losses right there. So it was kind of hefty. 3, 6, 9. So it took me about 4 trades to get it back, right? But I don't normally take a big loss like that. Most of my losses are like 2,000, 1,000, something like that. So yeah, so at the end of the day, I'm trading a little bit more peace of mind freely and like nonchalantly because ain't none of that my money, right? So it's just all house money now.
Nah, W.
Yeah. Yes, sir, Andre. Yes, sir. Just joined the clubhouse yesterday. Welcome. Instantly did half of the course. Beautiful. And I get it when you say about the vibes in the clubhouse. Yeah. Even with one day, not even Magnus stream with only positive vibes. Yeah, man. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. It's definitely a good vibe here. Definitely a good vibe. Definitely an encouraging vibe. One that you can, sink your teeth in and grow with.
Yeah. Welcome, Andre. Great to have you here, bro.
Anything we could do to help, don't hesitate, brother. Don't hesitate. Don't
Reach out,
hesitate to
definitely.
ask. Rafi, Johnny Gems, me, Magnus, a lot of the other traders in the clubhouse. I mean, we're all on the same, a lot of us are on the same page. And yeah, the chat is a vibe in general.
Yep.
What's up, Pat? Good to see you, brother. Bought one on the way up. Very small trailing stops. Look at you, man. Okay. Okay.
Nice job, Pat. W, bro.
Trailing stops on all-time highs with gold. Traders trade, bruh. Traders trade.
Yeah, nice job, Pat. Good to see you too, Pat.
Yeah, hell yeah. Your account is like a free Rolex you can play with. There you go. There you go. Kinda. Have I considered trading the higher time frames? Not as much, but I definitely am open to like holding these a little bit longer. Like as you guys been watching, most of my trades, believe it or not, on the live account have really been an Asian session. So we've taken a lot of trades in Asian together, and you guys have seen me hold those trades on the live account a little bit longer, right, than sometimes those other trades. So yeah. Am I using TradingView? I'm not using TradingView. I'm using Project X here with Top 1 Futures. People worry too much about losing trades. I had a red week last week, but I have 7 green weeks in a row before that, so don't let it bother me. Exactly, exactly. Yeah. Yep. You can't be afraid to lose, right? Now, it's one thing to not get in a trade because things don't line up. That's not being afraid. I mean, it low-key is, right? And that would be using that fear, you know, for you, right? But you can't really be afraid to trade here, right? The only way to make money is to put a trade on. Again, it's got to make sense according to your playbook. You don't just want to put a random trade on. But, yeah, once your setup shows up, it's pretty wise to execute. ES coming back down here on the 30-minute. We've broken the lows 3 times already, though, on this current candle, so this might be the push. We got 4 minutes, though. If the candle closes bearish below, it's could be possibly setting some things up. I like how we came up and created a wick here, but now we got no wick on this guy. So with a new 4-hour candle coming in about 4 minutes, we'll see how it does.
As I was gonna say, the 4 hours gonna give that wick.
Yeah, yep. All good ideas here today. All good ideas. Like the cool part about trading these choppy consolidating markets is you're really just writing up plays, crossing them out, writing them up, drawing them out, right? And a lot of our ideas have been on point. It's just you can't get in unless, you know, the right opportunity presents itself to actually get in. Goldie pushing. 4-hour celery play. Yo, what do we say on the breakdown today with this bearish thing, this red thing right there? Wow. No stress, just progress. Let's take a look, David. Yeah, there you go, bro. There you go. Looking good. Love it. You got the TT webinars going on. It's no wonder he's green, baby. It's no wonder he's green.
Good.
Clean, clean, clean. Nice job, man. Nice job. 2 webinars per day? Yes, sir. That'll do it. That will do it. I would like to wait for a retest and then go for buys. Is your idea the same too? Yes, it is. It is. But like I was just saying a few minutes ago, we probably won't even get that. So yeah, I personally want to see pull back here. A little pullback, try and buy right here to go back up. Holy, let's see how ES is going to close here. It's looking better. Oh my god, never broke the lows there. Whoa, telling you, man, you gotta wait for the candle to close. You got to wait for the candle to close, man. Gotta wait. You guys are from all over the world, but some of y'all, you're just Russian. You're Russians.
What are we Russian?
So happy I
We're
waited.
Rushing our life away.
Yes. 1 minute for the candle to close here. 1 minute. Gold's gone. Just, yeah. Gold might be gone.
X that one out.
Gone. So let's look back at gold on Thursday after CPI.
And that on your tab in the top right corner, just click that X button. Yeah, X gold out.
Gold, yeah. Oh, you're in a short? Yeah. There's a big rally going on right now, and it's happening on gold. So
That's respect.
yeah, I don't know how long you want to hold those shorts. To be honest, I mean this could probably continue. I mean we got a new 4-hour candle coming up. Candle's gonna close in 1 minute here. So let's see how that does. Wow, man. Wow. All right, here's the 4-hour closure. 45 seconds. Bulgarian
Yeah, W,
chill.
Lucas. That's the mindset right there, Lucas W.
How much capital is enough to have to get into the clubhouse? You don't even have to have capital to get into the clubhouse. You could treat clubhouse like university or college. Like just learning, you know. But I would come in with a funding account. I would buy like a cheap 25K account with like top 1 futures and just use that as like a learning account, training account. And then take 2 or 3 weeks in the clubhouse. Don't even think about passing or trying to like make money on the account. Just learn and then start to like apply what you're learning. And then eventually when you start to catch on to things a little bit more, then you can kind of maybe put some of your own money in or get into like a bigger funded account or something like that. But for me, I would recommend this to everyone in your early days of trading. Don't put as much as an investment as you want, right? You're going to most likely have to learn on that account. So the cheaper you can get in, the better, right? If anything, I would go bigger on mentorship than I would on like accounts. Like that's something I would have flipped around if I could do it differently. Instead of spending 500 and 500 and 500 and 500 and 1,000 on loading up accounts or buying funded companies, I would have just like literally DM Raja and be like, yo, how much for your time? You know what I mean? Or someone like him that I could follow. And then I would have just basically learned the game first and then started to spend a little bit more money on like capital or funding accounts and all that. Time to untrade gold.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, yo. Crazy, man. I wish I took a buy on my live account, man. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Well, you took the sell, no?
Yeah, but I said buy.
Alright, you secured profits, right?
Yeah, but I said buy.
All good.
Yes, I'm not touching that thing. That thing is a wild thing. Look at all this. Wow, that 4-hour came up quickly. And
Snap.
sheesh.
So happy I'm not in the markets.
Oh my god. Yo, the markets are ruthless today. Wow. Somebody actually DM'd me with some bad news, man, on their accounts. Yeah, it's lethal out here today.
Damn, bro.
Don't jump on these waters, man. You get drowned.
Yo, for real.
For real, bro. For real. That's why I ain't jumping.
I'll jump around.
Oh.
Awesome. Look forward to seeing you, my friend. Got a lot of people from India in the clubhouse, actually. Yeah.
Love you. Yeah, nah, Nick, though, I'm sure, man. People are probably struggling through these conditions here.
Yep. Just like any day. Some people are making money, some people are losing money.
Yeah. Exactly.
Staying on the boat today? Yeah. Let's see. I personally, I think the 1 hour takes care of business here. You know, I've said that from the beginning of the day. If you just follow the 1 hour chart, you'll most likely be led in the proper direction. And now this 1 hour closed like almost no wick at the top, so Scary, bruh. Oh, Israel struck Qatar. Oh yeah. So there's probably a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so that wick here will be a wick to be filled at a later point, especially if you can come down and create support now.
Yeah.
What time is it? What do I have to do here today?
Here's our pullback, finally.
Yes, there it is. Lovely,
Wow.
lovely. Hey, who's still holding those sells? Man, if it wasn't for that big push up on that 4 hour, 82 pips to start that candle off. Man, that would have been nice.
Perfect, bro. This is what we wanted.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, this right here, right? I mean, some sort of support down here
Yep.
would not be bad.
Agreed.
Oh, let's
I'm
go.
interested.
Let's go. He said I got saved. Hey, yo, you held some drawdown, but back in it, baby. Back in it.
Hopefully you snag some profits.
I'm not sure where your entry was, but
That was that new 4 hour opening up. Oh, wait.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yep.
Yep.
That 4 hour candle has moved 227 pips in less than 5 minutes. Wild thing. Dun-dun.
If we flip bullish, I'm out.
Yeah, if we flip bullish here, I'm done for the day. I want to see support formed right here. If we could form support somewhere here, yeah, we're in. Something like this. Yeah, I think so. I think it could set up for more buys. A nice little fake out here would be great. Nice little fake out. Closure below. Closure back above. Where I like that.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
That's a full margin setup.
Full margin, baby. Nasty move down. Wow.
Much needed.
Nah, it really was though. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. We just engulfed 3 15-minute candles here. That's what you call a retracement. Let's get rid of that yellow line. Let's take a look back at ES here. Trying to close below. We got 2 minutes, so yeah, we might get this closure here. If we get the closure, I like it. We're moving bearish here on the 4 hour. 1 hour trying to move bearish here too. Looks like we closed below the range. 30-minute, chopping around, but that's between the last 4 hour and the new one here. So yeah, we already got a top wick now. Let's see if we get a 15 closure in like 7 minutes, and then you got some range here. You got some range. Goldie, goldie. Wow. You guys hear my kids or no?
No.
Homies are scrapping out here.
Bro, you got top-notch equipment, bro. We ain't hearing anything in that house.
Kids are scrapping.
Lele and Maverick are throwing hands.
Oh, YouTube hears them.
Oh, wow.
Maverick, bro. Dude is strong.
He is, bro, for real.
Whoa, what a move.
What do you think happened?
314 pips.
Wow. Holy shit.
Someone says Justin NFP has been revised. Revised. Let's take a look.
Holy bleeder. Yo, word Phil, call the EMS, bro. Gold needs it. NES.
Whoa, yeah, you're right. Payroll revised. Yeah, official. Interesting. Wow. Okay, yeah, that might have something to do with it there. That may have something to do with it.
Think so. Someone took a sucker punch. Who, Lele or Maverick?
Okay, Kingman don't play either. He's right in there now.
Yeah, where?
Am I sending my kids to schools? Yeah, probably not. I think life is a school, so we'll figure out how to get them all smart and fit them into society some way.
Sports, bro.
I think we'll get them everything that they need to know. Yeah, I'll probably hire an educator to come in, and teach at my house.
Teach them your blueprint, literally.
Teach them the blueprint. Walked away for a few minutes. There you go. Lights fire. There's your pullback. Hey, yeah, Richard, not for real. Yeah, my kids have such great, like, bright personalities too. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, if you don't send them to school, aka daycare, then they're not gonna be able to interact with other children. Like, that couldn't be further from the truth. Couldn't be further. If anything, our kids have such a bright personality, people skills, like. And we teach our kids to speak up. We teach them to look people in the eyes, right? We don't do the whole iPad thing or any of that. We don't look at our stuff. Like, we don't bring, like, iPads out to dinner. We don't let them really even watch iPads at home at all.
Yeah. That's good, bro.
So we're just trying to teach them what we want to teach them.
Yeah, bro. Homeschool seems like the vibe. I would have loved it, honestly.
Crazy.
Yes,
The best athletes
back
that
up.
I've had have been homeschool, bro.
Yeah, homeschool's lit.
Makes
Believe it or
sense,
not.
honestly.
And anytime me and Anna leave the kids, they never worry. Because they know, like, they spend all day with us, and then, they know we're coming back, right? So, like, it's not like they have that trauma of being dropped off and not wanting to go. And so anytime we do leave our kids, like, yeah, peace, Mom. Peace, Dad. Have fun.
Have fun.
We'll see you when you get back. Yeah, we'll stay with Uncle Joe. Beat him up all day. No problem. So it's nice.
Funny.
Funny.
Dun. Oh, you did homeschool your kids, Pat? Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Nice, Pat. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same, too, once I have kids.
They're going to be millionaires in middle school. If you're not a millionaire by middle school, what's going on?
All I know is, though, out of Lele, Maverick, and Kingman, I definitely see one of them trading the markets at a young age.
Who do you think would it be? The
Bro.
prediction here.
Honestly, Kingman.
Kingman's always
Yeah.
in here trying to peep
I can
game.
see-
Yeah.
That's what I thought, bro.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be Kingman. Maverick, I feel like he's gonna be like a professional sports athlete or something.
Alea, believe it or not, my daughter has, from what I see right now, the biggest will to win. Right? She just loves like competition. She loves to win, all that stuff. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Bro, it's just crazy the way that King, he just watches, man.
Yo, for real.
It's just crazy. Like he just watches everything,
For real.
watches the room.
Yeah, he's a G.
No, seriously though.
You
I'll
come to him,
be.
he's like, not sure about it.
Yeah.
He'll check you first. He'll be like, I don't know about this guy right here. I don't know.
And he's starting to like talk, like not talk, but say like words and stuff, right? Nick?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, he is.
he's super young too.
He's catching
I'll
on to
be, like-
everything so much quicker because he has examples. So
Yeah, I'll be on the whole other side of the room and I'll just look like to my left and Kingman's like just staring at me and just watching, like watching everything we're doing. I'm like, damn. Yeah, he's catching on for sure.
Those meta programs are working right now, bro.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yo yeah, a lot of kids are into the phones pretty heavy. Yeah, Phil. Yep. Yeah, I mean everywhere we go out to eat, like if we're going out to like lunch or something with the kids, yeah, I mean it's crazy. All you see, well, actually the kids, we never see the kids at lunch because they're usually either at school or daycare. But like anytime we go out to dinner, let's say at like a regular restaurant, then we always see the kids in there with the iPads and all that. And it's like my kids, they it's so funny like what they think about McDonald's and stuff like that. Like they have a totally different perspective on all that stuff, which I didn't have growing up, obviously. But I taught them things about McDonald's and stuff like that, so that way they wouldn't want it. And it's just so funny. It's so funny. Okay, we got to get a fake out here. If we can get this fake out, man, it's on like Donkey Kong here. We got literally probably 100 pips, 215 pips for a potential move up, but we got to fake out here. We got to close back in the range. We'll give it another 15 minutes here, and we'll see how this candle closes. Until then, if you guys have any questions, any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask. I don't even care if they're outside of trading, life. I've been an entrepreneur for the last 13 years. I spent 10 years, or I should say like 8, 9 of them, really struggling hard. About 5-6 years ago, started coming up. Basically became a millionaire in that time, and I'm here to answer your questions. So whatever you guys got, I'm here. Use me and abuse me. Let's go. I got skill sets not just in trading, but in a lot of different areas in life. So any questions you guys got, let's let it rip. Probably got like another 30 minutes to hang out here today. My stepdaughter is 10 years old, heavily addicted to the iPad. Doctor said she needs glasses. Yeah, man. It's it's pretty scary. It's crazy because I noticed something on my with my daughter, right? Like we were playing games the other day, and I noticed, and these were physical games, not video games or computer games or anything like we're actually playing a game, like let's say kickball, right? But like once she got done with her turn, she wanted to play another game. So what does that have to do with, right? That has to do with all those options on, obviously not Netflix, but I still let them watch TV from time to time. They watch some cartoons that I like, and they'll flip from cartoon to cartoon. So you can see how that's very, very easily affecting, even if you look at your own patients, right? Even us as an adult, like we have all this access, we can just doom scroll, right, is what they call it, just onto the next reel. So our attention span is really, really shorting. I think we got like lower attention span than a fish nowadays, the average human. And what else is crazy is the average male is like yeah, we won't even go into that, but the whole phone thing is really, really starting to hurt the next gen. You could see it. You could even see it with like the 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds. They were once those like 5-year-old kids at the restaurant with the iPads. Now you see them, you're like, that's not looking good.
Bro, you can see it also, like in sports. Something that, I have these guys to kind of develop is coherent thinking, and rational thinking. Like when you ask them a question, they don't know the answer. The answer is in front of you. You know, you're like, yo, why do you do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like the most common answer that you hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. I don't know, it's not an answer. I'm gonna need you to think about it and feel it, because that's the other thing, man. These people being on the phones, it's like teaching them to be detached from their own bodies. You know, they can't feel it, and it's something that you said earlier. How many of you guys taking a deep breath? I see this guy swinging, doing stuff, and they don't breathe. They hold their breath,
Yep.
and then you ask them, "Do you breathe?" And they think. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think
breathe.
so.
Yeah.
I think so. Like, what? Bro, are you even alive?
Yeah. Their response is either I don't know, or you tell them some enlightened stuff and they go, yeah. Yeah. Shit, don't yeah me, bro. You didn't just hear what I just dropped some. Yeah. Yeah. Like you just hit them with the most enlightening truth bomb ever. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yo,
you can see their eyes. Their eyes are not there. They're
They're like this. They're
somewhere.
like, yeah. Hold on, I got a Snapchat. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Like, come on, man. Come on. King man, out of here, brother. Out of here, boy.
Yeah, it's a serious thing, man. Serious.
Go, King man. Go, King man. King man trying to get back in. He's trying to get back in. What do you think are some key factors in becoming a millionaire? You have to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself, and you got to be willing to govern yourself and stick to your word. You know, I think the best thing you can do is stick to your word, right? That's probably the best thing you can do. And then if you can do that, anything is possible, because now you're playing a single man sport. And if you want to be a millionaire, you'll be a millionaire, right? Because you'll stick to your word, believe in yourself, and you can't be afraid to put the work in. Can we make an option today to just join the Zoom sesh? What do you mean? Clubhouse? Like just come into the clubhouse? What's poppin'? You're good. Okay. No, I'm good actually. No, I'm good. No, it's okay. Did you get my text too?
5 p.m.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's do it.
On Thursday, they were able to fit me in. I don't know, wasn't around here, wasn't Johnson's. It's only 1:30, so. You don't know what it is. Just send it down. Okay, thanks. Bye.
You're welcome. See ya. Can an onion setup correlate between 4-hour and entry on the 15 can be applied on the 30-minute as the 4-hour? I've never used the 5-minute entry, but yeah, you could definitely use the 15 and the 30. I think 5-minute has a lot of fake outs and stuff, so unless you spend a lot of time on the 5-minute and really just get it going and mastering it, then yeah, I mean, I've just spent a lot more time on the 15 and 30. I bet you if I spent a whole bunch of time on the 5, I'm sure I can maneuver on that time frame too. I just haven't given it enough time and attention. Let's see. Do we have any other? Let's see. I think we got a lot of questions here. All right. What type of business or job would allow me to trade during New York session? Just probably one that doesn't operate during that time. Yeah. So anything. It just depends on where you live. Just any job that doesn't need you for those hours should be totally fine. There you go. Yep. Process to building the right team. So the right team, they actually come together almost on their own, so people will add value to your life. And that's another thing you can do in order to kind of become a millionaire and stuff, is focus on adding value, right? Add value to people, especially if you can add value to successful people, then the right opportunities will actually unfold right in front of you. So that works a lot, adding value. And then what was the question again? The right team. So understanding people. So I've worked with people for a long time now, the good part of like the last 13 years, and spending enough time with leaders, spending enough time with individuals, you can kind of get a read on whether or not this person is a good fit or not, right? So every single leader on my team has provided me with extreme amounts of value before I even asked, right? So they basically put themselves on the team, if that makes sense, by just delivering value to me when I needed it, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, they got a spot on the team. So yeah, you know, obviously you want to work with the right people. You want to make sure they're consistent and whatnot. But yeah, this kind of getting a feel, getting a read on people. If you spend enough time with them, you'll kind of read them. Let's see. Just followed you on Instagram. All right. Let's go. Do you have a shadow ban? I can only find your live when I go to your page. Probably. Yeah, we talk a lot about, you know, just stuff that YouTube may not want us talking about from time to time. So, yeah, I think we do have somewhat of a shadow ban or something like that. Who knows? Believe and do. Believe and do. All right, let me tune into the clubhouse here. My kid allowed to watch shows. Oh, in Russian only? Warehouse? Yeah, there you go. Could be a night shift warehouse. Where'd John go? I don't know. John just disappeared. Like, I'm not sure where he went.
Oh, he's back. Bro, his computer died or something.
He's back.
I was gonna say, man, Johnny used to at least ask.
At least
hey,
say, yo, I'm out.
What are you doing? No, now he just leaves.
Yo, Gold, when
I'm
Gold's
like,
out
damn.
sometimes we just leave.
Was Gold looking that bad, or is it something Gold said?
Yeah, right. Nah, Gold's setting up nice here. Yo, my bad. Computer died.
Nah, you're good.
I forgot to charge it.
You're Gucci.
Chilling.
Let's see. What daily habits keep you sharp as an entrepreneur? That's a good question. Waking up early, sticking to a morning routine. You know, really visualizing, journaling in the morning. I like to meditate. I like to do a light workout in the morning as well. Jump on the charts. From there, I do like to listen to like audios a lot. So one big thing about me is I'm always bombarding my mind with quality information, right? Whether that be on something I'm trying to study to learn or just daily success habits. So yeah, I just stick to the basics, man. I don't complicate things too much. I focus on my mind, I focus on my body, and I focus on my spirit. And if I can get wins in those areas every day, then that's a good day for me.
Yeah, those are the key areas like of you know, mind, body, soul, pockets.
Pretty much.
When you true wealth is being abundant in all those areas, right? That's
yeah, like a physical win would be like walking or lifting, right? Going to the gym, getting exercise in. A mental win of mine would be like reading, writing in my journal, creating new ideas. Yeah, like learning, stuff like that, like reading any books. And then any sort of spiritual win would be like, you know, make sure I'm spending time alone in prayer, meditating, you know, studying the things that I want to study, and yeah, just growing, you know, just growing as an individual every day. So as long as you're on top of things like that every day, then you'll start to see a difference.
Yeah, I agree.
Goldie. He's awake 24/7?
Yeah.
Yeah, waking up early is a major key.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Conrad. You know, I dipped, but then I realized, yo, I have no pips, so I had to come back, get these pips. Yeah, Nick, I agree, bro. Waking up early is a life hack for several reasons, you know. One of the major reasons for me was the fact that there's zero distractions. You know, like I woke up and everyone was sleeping. So I had all that time to have zero distractions and really just hone in and focus, you know, on what I got to do. So, yeah, morning times are a powerful time.
Yes,
And then
sir.
starting, you know, it's the beginning of the day too. So, you know, when you start off with a win, you know, that kind of builds momentum for, you know, for the rest of your day to keep winning.
What's the best piece of advice that I ever got as an entrepreneur? As a man thinketh, so is he. So you are what you believe you are. You become what you believe. That was probably the biggest piece of advice I ever got in my life, was that your inner world is, or I should say your outer world is a reflection of your inner thoughts. So if you begin to change your thoughts, you will begin to align with the lifestyle that you so desire. And ultimately that'll put you on a path to succeed, right? If you do it right. So as a man thinketh, right, so is he. So really, what's on your mind, right? Because you create your reality. You don't depend on anyone else. No one's pulling the strings. It's you, your thoughts, your words, and your actions. So once your thoughts line up with your words and your words line up with your actions, you can accomplish anything you want.
And wouldn't you
Jesus
say too
the
that
carpenter said, because of your faith, right, you're made well, right? Because of your belief, you're made well. Like, how many times did he say that, right? Because of your belief, because of your faith, right? So everything has to do with your level of belief.
You know, Nick, we got some here going on, I think. That's close. Only as close, close below.
On yes, let's take a look.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay. Yeah, this
Oh.
might be good here. Let's see if we can get a top wick. A lot of rejection here on the 15. 30 looks pretty good, though, to fill that wick. So, yeah, let's see if we can get a decent top wick, right? And then potentially break at the lows. How many funding accounts do you think are reasonable to create financial freedom? So I don't think it matters how many accounts you have, you know. It just matters how consistency you are, or how consistent you are. Most wealthy people wake up at 4 to 5. Yeah, I would say that. It's on the whiteboard. Let's go. All right, let's see if we could break the high, come up, create a steep top wick here. And then, because, we don't want to enter here with all these wicks sitting there, right? With no top wick here. If we reject there, we will know why we got stopped out, right? Like, well, we could have probably avoided that. So let's wait, make sure we get a steep top wick. Otherwise, we got to sell into that rejection. Price has to really convince me today. Like, it's got to really be convincing. So I'm not jumping the gun like normal traders would, right? On a day like today, you're going to need to really convince me to get in. Goldie grabbing the pack. Uh-oh. Let's take a look. Wow, gold's still going down? That is crazy.
W. I'm not convinced yet.
Dang.
Not with that little wick. Nope.
Look how weak that support is, bro.
Let it go.
Looks like a doji candle, not a support.
Which one? Oh, on gold?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gold, we don't have anything yet. Little inverted celery here, though. Nobody knows nothing.
Right.
Staying out at ES? Yeah, I'm staying out too. That's good. Don't be afraid to be super picky on a day like today. On a day like any day, really.
Honestly, the best traders are the pickiest traders, bro, honestly.
Tell them, hero of the day, grab a cookie and just chill. Hey, one sec. Be right back.
Hero of the day, what's up, brother? I'll pass on the cookie, bro, but I'm all down to chill and relax. Hey, yo, someone say crumble cookie? Stay away, chat. Trust me, instant regret. Once you eat a crumble cookie, instant regret. It's like breaking your plan in trading. You know, you're like, damn, why'd I do that? Yeah, what kind of cookie are we talking about here? Yo, where Jimmy? Here of the day, which one, bro? Which cookie are we taking? All right, yo, see you later, Pat. Have a good day, man. Peace out, Baharth. See you, man. Have a great day.
Not gonna lie, those protein cookies from Quest, the chocolate chip, they're actually pretty good.
They're actually pretty good, right? Fire. Might get me some today.
Key factors to becoming a profitable traders. How long did it take you to get out of your fears when executing trades? About 3 years of just kind of trial and error. So I think the key factor, there's one key factor in being a profitable trader, and that's following and trading a profitable trading plan and then just never deviating from it. So a lot of people, they'll follow a profitable plan, just not all the time. Right? So they mess up the numbers. So you have to really line up the data if you want to get to produce the results that that plan is capable of producing. So once I understood that, and I understood that basically everything I was doing was everything that losing traders would do, I started to flip the switch, and I started to, instead of over trading, I started to do one trade a day. Under trading, right? Instead of over risking, I started under risking. Instead of, you know, taking the trade when I was like, maybe it's there, maybe it's not, I stopped doing that. And I started only taking trades, and I was like, oh, boom, you know, that's it right there. It looks beautiful. So I think it's just following the plan, right? Following the profitable trading plan leads to profitability. So it could be that simple. But again, most traders just get in their own way. So I got my own way for about 3 years. Eventually, I stepped aside, got out of my own way, and started focusing on just being a really good trader. That was it. I didn't care about the money as much anymore. I just wanted to be good. I just wanted to be good at this. So I focused on getting good, and what do you know? The money came running after me. It's funny how that works, right?
That's facts, bro.
So I the money didn't start running after me, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? Now that all the money's coming to me, now I'll get good at being a trader and following my trading plan. No, like these things happen first, right? And then the money comes. So money is that lagging indicator of success, and it's typically the, you know, one of the last things to, it's like fruit on a tree, right? You plant the tree, you work, it grows. What's the last thing to pop up on that tree? The fruit itself, right? The one thing you're trying to get. And that's the way success works. You know, money is that fruit. Money is that lagging indicator. It's that last piece of the puzzle that starts to, you know, take off for you. So again, once the fruit comes, though, it's good. It's ripe, right? It's good for eating, and same thing with success. So
Yes,
want to be profitable? Stick to a profitable trading system.
Your trading rules protect you from you.
Yep, and there's
They
many
safeguard you.
There's many profitable trading systems out there. So again, we live in this information world, right, where there's just information everywhere. So the sooner that you can sink your teeth into a good strategy that lines up and makes sense with your brain, right, that you can stick to it every day, the sooner you'll become profitable. ES is gone. I know, but that's whatever.
I am Dunzo.
No wick here.
Today.
No wick. Would have loved to. So this is the cool part. See, I get dopamine not off of getting a win on this trade, but staying out of it if it doesn't line up with what I want. So that's where my dopamine comes from now. It doesn't come from the hype of the money or the pips or the profits. It comes from sticking to what brings the money, the pips, and the profits. Does that make sense? Does it? Does it?
Makes sense to me.
Are you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth right now? You guys understand this stuff? Is it making sense? Crazy how fast after all that consolidation? I know, man. I know.
That's Goldie.
Is it clicking? Boom, 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 boom. Is this thing working here?
Right. You guys still there? Yeah.
Let me tell it to the people in the back.
All
Most
right, the
of
secret
y'all
to-
missed that. Most of y'all missed that because you were too hype about this ES trade that you're gonna give back the profits tomorrow when you break the plan again. See this ES trade that you won by breaking the plan and waiting for no top wick? You're gonna do that again, and you're gonna give all the ES profits right back. It's gonna happen tomorrow, and you just missed that lesson, which I'm not repeating. So you're gonna have to go back and watch the stream again. Damn, son.
Yeah, bro. The strangest secret in the world is we become we think about. The strangest secret in trading is that you are consistently profitable by being disciplined to your rules. Right? That's the secret there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was quick. It was quick. Everything happened very fast on ES, on gold. Yeah, a lot of volatility right now. What time we got? 10:40?
Time to
Yeah.
enjoy the day.
I'm actually going to stick around for one last potential opportunity here. So we'll see. I'm going to stay around till like 11, so like 20 more minutes. And if we get something, great. If not, I have no issue taking another no trade day here. 2 in a row. This will be the first 2 in a row in quite some time, actually. Quite some time. Let's go back. I don't really remember us seeing 2 no trade days in a row. Oh, there you go. Monday, Tuesday of July. Okay. Monday, Tuesday. Oh, wow. Oh, Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. These are probably like big news weeks where you didn't get anything on the front end. Yeah, Monday, Tuesdays. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We had a couple.
And bro, we were talking in pre-New York. We were talking. Someone mentioned like that they may have a no trade week and stuff, and I was just thinking like, damn, you remember that one week where we had no trades?
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
I think it was February of 2024. I took 0 trades in 1 full week, and I showed up every single day to the markets.
That's crazy. Yeah. I remember that.
It's crazy, bro. That was an odd time. That was so rare though. No trade weeks, super rare.
The best way to lock in. The best way to lock in is simply to focus on today. Focus on today. All we have is today, right? So if you can stack up enough days, if you can just in every morning focus on today, right? Not focus on yesterday, not focus on, next week, but just taking things one day at a time is how you lock in. That's how you develop flow state, is that you're completely present day by day, right? You know what you're trying to accomplish down the road, but now every day you're just locked in. You're reminding yourself every day, it's time to focus on today. It's time to do the non-negotiables that today, needs to get done. And that's it. One day at a time. Then you move on to the next day. And the next day, okay, all I'm gonna do here today is follow my plan. I'm not going to deviate today. And it's like anything, like alcohol, drug addicts, gambling, traders, right? Like just focus on the day, right? Just don't do drugs today, right? Don't drink alcohol today. Don't over risk today. Don't cheat your trading plan today. Tomorrow you can do that, right? But then tomorrow is gonna come and it's gonna be today. Right? And then you just one more day. So yeah, that's how you lock in. Just focus on today, because today's all we have. And the more present you are, the more you'll probably start to succeed.
Yeah, facts, bro. When you stay present, you're at you see things a little bit more clear. You're at peace because you're just here in the present moment. You're not in the past or future. So I agree, bro. You can see things more clear.
Think about it this way. Every decision you make today is a down payment to the life that you'll live tomorrow.
Yep.
So again, what you sow, so shall you reap, right? As a man thinketh, so is he. You see how everything lines up? You see how it all makes sense, it all connects? They were all saying one similar thing, and that's what it was. Best time to visualize? Right before bed. Yeah. Upon resting, or I should say before resting at night, and then upon waking in the morning, those are going to be the best 2 times to visualize, and then you're geared up for the day. Ultimately, if I was to pick one or the other, I would say right before sleep. Yep, visualize the life that you want. Not the life that you want, visualize the life that you got, right? Visualize it in a way in which you already have it. How would you feel? What would you do? Smile while you're doing this, right? Make it as crystal clear as possible. And then what will happen is your mind, as your physical body goes to sleep, your subconscious mind, which does not sleep, will remain open, remain running, and will continue to ponder on that thought all throughout the night. That's why, the next day or the day after, you'll notice you're starting to pick up on things. And it's really not you, it's your subconscious mind trying to identify them for you. You have no idea how much I need to hear that proverb. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah, bro. That's why, that's why it's important. Like, we should refresh on those proverbs sometimes, right? Or like reread them, remind yourself of them, because sometimes we need them.
Yep.
Yeah. Need to hear it at times.
Trade for tomorrow. That's right. That's right. You don't really use indicators? Sir. Nah, I don't. What's the point of waking up early? Inner peace, right? I mean, your spirit man or spirit woman, you need to build them up, right? The physical man is weak. So we gotta make the most of what we've been given, which is a full day ahead of us, right? So you want to get right. You want to get that. I mean, Jesus spent a lot of time alone, right, in the morning before the sun came up, right? So I tend to follow his ways a lot, and a lot of the things that he preached and talked about. So yeah, that's really helped me a lot. Be still. That's right. Just be still sometimes. How do you control if you have lost that day and stop trading for the day? I always think that maybe later I'll have a new setup. Yeah, sometimes it's just work on shutting it down for the day. So you know what? Maybe later you will have a setup, but not for you. Maybe just shut it down. Maybe there will be a setup later, but you're just going to come back the next day. So I would do it like that for a little bit until you start to get a little bit of control, right? Until you overcome that a little bit, and then go about it from there. All right, we got no bullish closures, so I'm gonna hang tight for like another 14 minutes, and we'll see how we do. If we got nothing, we'll just call it a day. We'll just call it a day. Rafi got that margin call. Now Rafi took a impulse buy on gold, and price just went down. No, Rafi doesn't do things like that.
You see what I'm waiting here?
He's just
I'm
waiting.
Some of the stuff going on my phone over here.
He's breathing.
No time for me to do anything.
My biggest challenge as a former contractor is not doing money-making activities. If I'm not working, I'm not making money. A lot harder than I thought it would be. Yes, Brent. Yes. So this is one of the major things you have to overcome as a trader, especially if you come from like sales, right? Being a contractor, owning your own business, right? Where the more you do, the more you make. So that ambition, obviously I admire that, right? But you have to learn how to kind of like pull it back a little bit. So as ambitious as you want to be, and you want to go, like in sales, where you can, if you have a bad morning, you could always just turn the jets up in the afternoon, right? And just start hammering the phone and just make as many phone calls as possible. Or maybe you knock on doors, right? After lunch, you say, no, you know what? I had a crappy morning. That's it. I'm knocking till it's dark out, right? And you can just go put those odds in your favor. Unfortunately, it's not like that in trading, right? Unfortunately, you have to learn how to dial that back and use that ambition in a different way. I like to use like the term aggressive patience, which is, just being aggressive in your approach, but patient in that result of things to play out. So yeah, it's, in trading, less becomes more. And that's a complete, mind shift from everything else we've known in life up until this point, right? The more sales we make, the more money we make. The more hours we work, the more money we make. The more deals we do, the more money we make. The more trades we take, the less money we make. Wait, what? Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. And so it doesn't quite click with the brain, right? But you have to understand this. If you want to win big in trading, you got to understand how to do that. There was a few elite members that came in who I've had the pleasure of helping them, like just dial that ambition back, and it helps a lot on the charts.
Facts, bro. I would say too, like anyone who's coming from a job that, comes from money making activities, I wouldn't look at money making activities as taking trades. I would look at it as being disciplined to your plan. So a money making activity in trading, I think, is being disciplined to your plan. So you should look at it like this way. Like if I'm your boss and I hired you, right? This is how it should work, right? I'm going to pay you to be disciplined to your trade plan. So that's the money making activity here. Who can be disciplined to their plan, and being disciplined to your plan, making money will be a byproduct to that. So if you're coming from those type of jobs, look at it like that. Like, all right, my money making activity here is to be disciplined to my plan. If I do that, my job is complete and I will get paid later in time, right, for doing that job. So don't look at it as taking trades, right, as your making money activity, but as being disciplined to your plan. So when you show up here today, your job and your money making activity is to be disciplined to your plan and your rules, and understand that over time, like a salary, right, you'll get paid for doing that.
Yeah.
Because following your trading plan is, or making money is a byproduct to following your trading plan, right?
Yes, sir. Work harder on yourself than you do on your work. Yep, that's honestly been my edge in life, is I've always just worked harder on me than I did on anything else. How long have I been trading? Almost like 6 years. Yeah, 6 years now. Welcome, Juan. Welcome in.
Welcome.
Question not relatable to trading, just personal development. How can I follow what the Bible says in my day-to-day, taking into account that I'm not a believer? Is there a way to follow it without being a hypocrite? Because I can't force myself to believe, right? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, look. Contrary to popular opinion, the truth, all the answers are not in one book, right? You have to, Jesus said, seek and you shall find, right? You need to seek with everything you have, right? So even the Bible itself was put together, right? If you study how the Bible was put together, you know that there was a ton of books, right? And that they picked certain books. I mean, not to fit a certain narrative or anything, right? But they left certain books out, they put certain books in, and then that Bible has been passed down through popes and politicians and kings and edited and made all different, right, versions. So you really do have to seek, right? What Jesus said, many will come in my name and they will deceive you, right? So here he is saying, when you search for it and seek for it as if it's gold, then you'll find it. Yet here we are, someone gives us one book, they say, hey, all the answers are in that book, and you just stop seeking, right? As if the sick and evil twisted people that run this world didn't make edits and changes to the book that would sort of fit their narrative, right? So you got to question everything, right? And you got to really study the words of Jesus, right? Not just, again, most people never study the Bible well enough to understand any of this, right? They only look at a couple scriptures and, they show up to church on Sunday and blah, 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 right? And they go to their church and they spend 20 minutes on the front end saying hello to each other, 20 minutes singing, which in my opinion is the best part, right? And then they spend another 20 to 45 minutes talking about their campus and their kids program and this and that. And then they finally give the word about 20 minutes of attention. And you do that once a week and think you're like following the words of what Jesus said when he said to seek, right, gang? So you really gotta you got to do some thinking for yourself. You know, you got to do some seeking for yourself, right? You got to really start to understand what's happening here, what world you live in, and you shouldn't just blindly believe anything, right? You should do your research. And my opinion is not all the truth will be placed in one book. Do you think evil men would truly hand us a book that has all the secrets, that has all the truth, right? It's not pushed in any sort of narrative in any sort of way? So I would always question, right? I mean, a lot of the things that we hear about and read about are not even, Jesus's words himself, right? So you really got to do your own thinking, researching, and, follow the faith, right? Jesus said, you'll know the truth and the truth will set you free. You'll know the truth, right? So it's just one thing that something that you gotta dive deep in on your own. And if you can find some buddies that can help out, then, even better. The Bible has not been altered by evil people. Says who? Says who?
Surely no one will ever know, honestly. Surely.
God would not allow that. God would not allow the Bible to be edited. Do you really believe that? So you don't think any of these evil men that have ever been in positions of power, kings, politicians, popes, I mean, you see the politicians, right? You see who these guys are. So you don't think that they edited anything in that book? Remember, when Jesus walked around, there wasn't a New Testament of Paul's writings, right? There was just what he was saying. So you got to dive into truth on your own, and you can't just blindly believe. Remember what Jesus said again, many will come in my name and deceive you, right? So you got to really be on your game.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a independent spiritual thing, I'd say. Right.
God will allow his own words to be edited. Who wrote the words? Did God write the words? Did he have a writer there with him while he created the earth? While he said all these things?
What about for Adam and Eve, bro? Who was there for that one?
By the way, I've studied the Bible for many, many years. I have a lot of passion. I study the Bible every day. Every day. ES, nothing. Gold, nothing. Yeah, none.
Yeah, word. Why'd they remove those books? Makes you question.
Yeah, honestly, I would probably lean more towards the Gnostics, the Gnostic Christians' view of things versus what you have like these popes and priests. Again, it's a puzzle, gang. It's a puzzle, right? It's you got to piece it together. That's what he meant by seeking, right? Seeking, putting it together, thinking for yourself, right? The kingdom of God is within you, right? Kingdom of heaven is within. It's not outside. What were you? Were you born a dirty sinner or God's highest form of creation? Which one was it?
Damn.
Crickets in the chat. Crickets.
This is the good thing. Challenge your thoughts. Like, that's what Nick's trying to say. You're like, challenge your thoughts, right? Don't just blindly follow something.
Yes. So we're not here to tell you what to think. We're just here to tell you to think.
Challenge your thoughts.
So,
no one's saying anything's right or wrong. Just challenge it. Question it.
Yep. And by the way, I love reading the Bible.
Last thing you want to be is a follower of a follower going nowhere, right?
Very true.
If you see, like, for example, like the webinars on what I do, majority of them are based on awareness creation, because you cannot change something that you're not aware of. So everything that we're talking about here, necessarily, you don't want to take it as in that's a true or that's a lie. Creating awareness, become curious. I mean, become a children again, a child, like children ask questions. They
yes,
want to know
do.
the real truth.
Yes, they do.
Why don't you become a child again and become curious about what is it that is the thing? Now we
Yep.
go back into, what Nick has been talking about. Now you start, searching and digging, and that's when you find the truth. So just become childlike, I would say.
What's your approach on managing money in the early stage? I'd try and save as much money as possible. That's what I did. I won't spend any money. So I would focus on cash flow, right? So you focus on cash flow, and then you bring money in, and that money you save it, right? Or you start to slowly invest it, ideally in yourself, right? And yeah, just keep doing that until you get your money up. And as you begin to make bigger money, don't spend money again, right? Just try and what they call delay gratify, right? Delay gratification. And that's what I would do. That's what I did do. That's what I still do. Yeah. Agree with a lot of what you said, but not the Gnostics. That's fine. I'm still seeking myself, gang. I don't have any of the answers. I just have a microphone, right? I don't have any answers. I'm just telling you from someone who has studied a lot of spiritual text, right? That there's some things that are common, there's some things that aren't, there's some things that are sketchy, there's some things that aren't, but you gotta do your own thinking. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, Martin. I love you too, bro. I would never not love someone because of the way that they thought or believed, right? I wouldn't judge them. I wouldn't, anything like that.
Oh, no.
Bum, bum. Oh, you DM me
Yeah, no.
on Instagram? Oh, send me a DM on Discord. It's a very tough conversation to have, right? Especially publicly, right? When it's just kind of us up here and you guys in the chat. Like,
Yeah.
what would make for a better conversation would be us
uncomfortable.
kind of hanging out together and, understanding we're all here for love for one another. There's no, you're right, you're wrong, this and that, right? It's just, we're all just using our minds here, right? Oh, yes, that's right. Religion doesn't want you to use your mind. That's true. That's true. But we're all just using our mind here now, right? So we're just thinking. That's all we're doing. We're asking questions. We're doing exactly what we were designed to do, right? Which is not to be blind and dumb peasants, but to use our mind, right? To use the inner guide in which we have from our, what I believe to be like the divine creator, right? I mean, is it a him? Is it a her? Is it a man in the sky? Is it a it? Is it consciousness, right? What is it, right? None of y'all know, and neither do I. So,
Yeah. It's interesting all the different perspectives out there, honestly, on God and on the afterlife and stuff, It makes you think like, okay, maybe this one I'm following may not be it. Like there may be other thoughts, other ideas, other, things to challenge, right? Especially when you get other perspectives on it.
yes. I love how every religion thinks that their God is the God. So who's
Exactly.
right? Who's wrong?
Exactly.
So
bro.
funny. So fun. People, men, us men are pretty funny, aren't we?
To me, yeah, especially when you hear from a typical Christian who, studied the Bible front and back, who grew up in a Christian household and went to church, right? Hearing something from someone like that, hearing something that, certain things in the Bible could be, misleading is, challenging in itself to me.
Religion to me is made for stupid people.
Yeah.
That just gonna blindly believe something because somebody told it to them outside of believing, again, again, a lot of religions say, no, don't anything intuition wise, don't believe it, right? Anything you feel to be true in your heart or right, don't. When you count on yourself, you're counting on a fool, right? I mean, come on.
Right.
Come on, right?
Yeah.
But
and then Jesus, and what was Jesus about? Religion or relationship, right?
Jesus
Exactly.
never said, hey, let's create a religion and everyone worship me. By the way, Jesus never also said that, you are a dirty, filthy sinner that doesn't deserve God's love. And, I think if that was very, very true, he would have been a lot more open about making this clear, right? That, hey, you need me, right? Jesus never even said you need to believe in me. Never said that. Seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. Yeah, there you go.
Guess what, chat? We'll never know. We'll
I think
find out after
Jesus.
we die.
I personally think Jesus was the first glitch, right? You know, something struck me one day, and it was like, did they kill Jesus because he was saying that he was God, or did they kill him because he said that we were God, right? Did he say that we have the kingdom of heaven within us, right? Was he a threat to the Roman society, right? Was what he was saying, because we all know Jesus disappeared for a bit, didn't he? Right? And then he came back, and when he came back, he sounded a little bit more like a Buddhist monk, didn't he? Right? He was talking about karma. Hey, you know, you do unto others as if you have them do unto you, right? Just many things, right? So he came back and all of a sudden started threatening the Roman Empire, right? So, I mean, you got to just go back and study. You know, you just can't blindly believe that what someone says or what any book says written by man is the truth. So you got to seek the truth, right? Seek the kingdom of God. And where did Jesus say that was? It was within. Again, very difficult conversation to have, especially as a Christian, right? Very difficult information to come in contact with. But I mean, you can't just believe everything that man tells you. All right, including me.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. What about a guide?
Facts.
What about a guide? I think Jesus was the ultimate guide, but most people aren't listening to what they're saying, especially Christians. They're listening to what Paul's saying, right? So you gotta do your research.
Not for real, bro.
Let's see.
May God bless us all, you know, as we are upon our journeys.
Again, very difficult conversation to have. I'm not fully educated either, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just learning. That's all. I'm continuing to study the word. Everything I'm saying, in a way, is from Jesus, and you know, a lot of Christians are going to be like, no. Like, what do you mean, no? Go to the book, read the words. What do you mean? Similar.
Yeah, I could say I know nothing. Yep.
I like Vivek, the homeless prophet. I don't know a thing.
For sure. And none of us truly do. Even if we're certain in our religion, you know, we really don't know though. For sure.
Yep. Luke 17. Yep. 20 through 21. Yep. Go read like the secret book of John. Go read the Gospel of Thomas. They just conveniently left those books out of the Bible. Go read you know, I don't know if it's called the Gospel of Mary, but there's also one that Mary wrote. I mean, there's a lot of things that are left out as well that you can't say, well, no, they could have never done that. I mean, why would they do that to us, right? So you just got to understand, man, we're in a matrix. Dun. None of us know what we're talking about, gang. None of us. I don't care if you're Christian, Catholic, Muslim. Nobody knows. Really, what you want to do is you want to find the commonalities in everything, right? What's common in all of the belief systems, right? That's what you want to find, so that way you can weed out all the man-made added stuff. Cheers to the aliens. Or the aliens have just created this entire world to act as a prison, and they're just controlling the whole entire matrix system. Yeah, you just never know. That could also be true. Yep, the Council of Nicaea. Go just read how the Bible is put together. I bet you most of you haven't even done that. Aliens.
And what about like someone who could be like, what do you think about someone who could be like a monk who just never heard a fly or a soul, like, and they just don't believe in someone, like they're being denied like access to the afterlife? Like, I'm just, you know, I just don't see that in my mind happening. you know.
So yeah, if there's a monk,
Just
let's
because
say,
you don't believe this certain way, but you were just a beautiful soul in the world. You never hurt a soul or a fly. You're being you're gonna be denied access to a beautiful afterlife because you don't believe in a certain way. Like, that to me doesn't make sense. Also,
yeah, it doesn't. Does that make sense to anyone else? The monk who never even heard a fly, who just appreciated his whole life, goes to hell, burns in hell forever. Hell wasn't even talked about in the earlier Bibles. You guys know that, right? That was something they added in. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know if we can have this conversation. It's just too one way, one-sided with us up here, and you know what I mean? So it gets tough to have a conversation like this.
A lot of people watching here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, God bless all your souls to find truth and honestly live an incredible life. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just very difficult to sit here and tell, your beautiful children, hey, honey, you guys are, filthy, ugly, dirty sinners. And you have to believe this way, otherwise you're going to hell.
Right? That was the other thing too, fear. Like, I was scared
It's
that if I didn't follow
fear-mongering.
this way, I'd be screwed, bro. So now there's fear in my mind, from this certain religion, right? So it's like, damn, are you just scaring me? Like, or like, because now I feel like I have to follow this, because I'm fearful.
Hell is a state
Bro,
of
that's
being.
the reason why
So is
I
heaven.
would say, screw all that, bro. I'm gonna find my own thing, because
Right.
I was the same thing. It's like way too many things. Like, oh, if I don't do this, then what?
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
Some
damn.
some
It's like,
people
so
are in
you
hell.
forcing me to follow it now? Like, or should I follow it because I want to, or are you forcing me,
Yeah. Like heaven and hell is not a place to go to, but it's a frequency to visit, in a way to be at, right? A state of being. So a lot of people are in heaven right now, right? Right here. It's or a lot of people are in hell right now, right? Right here. You see what goes on in the world, right? So, you gotta tune in.
And again, Nick's really, none of us know anything, right? We're just saying challenge your thoughts, right? And the healthiest thing you could do is ask yourself why, so you know why you're following something or why not you're following something,
I mean, there's a reason
listen.
There's a reason that they killed and martyred the early Christians that rolled with Jesus. There's a reason they burnt their books, killed them, and got rid of them immediately. And I'm not saying this is true, but what happens if the Romans decided to spin Jesus' story a little bit, right? Maybe not get rid of it entirely, because you can't fool all the people all the time. But what if they twisted it to fit your narrative? I'm not saying that's true, or to fit their narrative. I'm just saying it's something to think about, right? Because my whole thing is I have too much love for Jesus to be lied to about him, to not seek, right? After like it's all I got, and just blindly believe that the Roman Catholic Church, the one who basically killed Jesus, is telling me the truth, the full truth, and nothing but the truth. All right? Does that make sense? So all of this, personally, for me, is out of love for Jesus, to make sure they're not lying to me about him, right? And I want to make sure, and I don't know if we'll ever be able to, but to actually know what this man was saying.
Yeah. Deep thoughts for sure.
deep conversations
Deep
towards the
thoughts,
tail
you're
end of this live stream. It's 11:11. It's 11:11, boys. It's getting late.
Damn, bro.
It's getting hot in
Stayed late at the
here.
desk today.
It's getting hot
it's
in
11:11.
here.
That's the OG right there. 11:11. You know.
Yeah.
He talked about, but the thing is, a lot of you're taking some of the word literally when it wasn't meant. There was Jesus taught in these parables to be what? To be secret, to not, right? Anytime he did a healing, he say, whoa, don't, hey, don't go back and tell them I did this, right? You're saved. Like, don't, whatever you do, don't go tell them I did it, right? So you just, you gotta look into it. You can't just read it for the face value, right? It's again meant to be seeked. It's meant to be, thought about. I know a lot of you guys feel the same way. I know you do. Especially when you tap in and you understand like the matrix and the things that go on right in the world. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, Shuo? Yeah, I listened to him. He was the one that said, God is basically a, man-made up thing, right? Romans were pagans. Yeah.
A bunch of different perspectives. That's it.
All right, y'all. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything here today. No clean price action. But good conversations. Again, just sharing ideas, right? What to think. Not saying I know about any of this. Not saying any of it's truth. Just saying, to think a little bit. I don't even know how that conversation popped up. But I'm glad it did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir. Well, it's been a beautiful day, man. Beautiful session here.
It is. What time is it?
Good
11:13? Yeah. So anyway, let me leave you with something price action wise. So pretty much Goldie here, right? Let's pretend we just got here and we haven't looked at this chart at all. So we see here that, okay, daily candle moved up. It's got a very small lower wick. We had some crazy stuff kind of get revised with news and whatnot, right? So now you have this big push down on the 4-hour chart. So we just broke the lows. Therefore, we're most likely in position to continue driving down. The 1 hour, though, let's look at this. So the 1 hour is coming into support, right? Now, what can stop this 4-hour candle from driving down? Probably that 1 hour support here, along with that 1 hour candle that has very little top wick, right? So what I would personally be looking for is probably some sort of a fake out, right? Back above the range here to go long on gold a little bit later on in the afternoon. So any sort of like break of that high or support that's being formed above this level at 36.84 is pretty good. I wouldn't really touch anything in this zone here. If you get like that little retracement break and retest below 70, that might work too, but ultimately I'd probably just be looking for the buys if price can close back above 36.84 on the dot there. So that is that's gold. ES is, yeah, ES ain't doing too good here. So yeah, we've tapped target on ES. We're in a, yeah, I probably wouldn't even trade ES here today. It's just the rest of the day is going to be very, very tough. So we've already filled the range. That was really the only clean range of the day. I think the only thing I'd be open to here for the rest of the day would be gold buys on that closure back above the range. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So that would be the plan. Any questions before we go? Good convo. Save those no trade days. Yep. Good convo. Good convo. The Romans killed them. The Romans. Or I should say they did the hit, right? They did the hit. And by the way, what was Paul? Paul wasn't a Roman, was he?
Roman.
He wasn't a Roman soldier either, right?
Oh wait, and he used to kill Christians.
Yeah. So all right, cool. So yeah, let's dip off here. Any last questions? Any trading books I would recommend? The Forex Mindset by Jared F. Martinez. Yep. Forex Mindset. Great book. All right, I'll see y'all in the Asian session. Everyone else, I'll see you guys back here. I'll see you back here.
Awesome.
Paul was a
Thank
Jew
you,
from
Nick.
the tribe of
Appreciate it.
Benjamin. Yes, he was, and then he worked for the Roman army or government, whatever you want to call them. Yes, y'all have a good day too. Hero of the day, grab a cookie, man. Grab a cookie, and we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow.
Grab some Quest cookies now.
Grab a protein cookie from Quest, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, love you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Yes, sir. Rafi, Johnny Gems, appreciate y'all being here. Another no trade day. We'll take it 2 in a row here before CPI. So, yeah, I'll take that, and we'll move on. All right. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace, my friends.
Peace,
later.
God bless y'all.
Peace, family. Stay out of trouble.
2000 EST.
Later. Peace.
OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom while you simping, for real. Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision that you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on. So they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and there you hear that click. Click, 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 click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Ayy, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Ayy, we saving souls on the campus. Ayy, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Ayy, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just tryna see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. Is back to the... Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.
Why can't life just change? I've been trying to find my way. I'm tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just trying to be me. Now it's just trying to be me. I'm tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just trying to be me. Now it's just trying to be me. I'm tired of going through the motions. Trying to make it through a long day with a uniform for a shirt. So quick to lose inspiration when I'm clocking back into work. It could be worse. I ain't sleeping in the dirt. I've been going through the motions while I'm on this earth. What's it worth? All this time been passing. Feels like I'm losing passion. Please God, make something happen. It feels like nothing happens. I need changes for the better. I've been walking through the weather. I'm so used to saying never. Maybe never last forever. I don't know. Feel my pain when I go through the rain. Do you go through the same? Yeah. Look at that, damn, now I gotta do me, boy, stay in my lane. I gotta live my life for the light, man, I can't wait. Yeah, I ain't going down the drain, tired of going through the motions. Days just feel the same. Why can't life just change? I've been trying to find my way. I'm tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just trying to be me. Now it's just trying to be me. I'm tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just trying to be me. Now it's just trying to be me. I'm tired of going through the motions. I got a Ford Focus, wish I had a Mercedes. Driving around the city, man, my schedule been crazy. I'm tired of being single, wish I had me a lady. I'm trying to find a promised land and someone gon' take me. Hey, Chris, man, the world ain't really about you. It seems like you got something to prove. Yeah, I'm at a show, hop on the stage and go. I'm hearing a round of applause, but what if I lose my soul? All them long nights, lost in the hype, and we we had a finishing song. Man, I've lost sight, looking at lights, I never let go of the phone. What if my whole life I missed the point and then I end up alone? Emotions gon' make you a clone. Days just feel the same. Why can't life just change? I've been trying to find my way. I'm tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be tired of going through the motions.
All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Coin flipper, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Hey, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't feel them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 1842, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the 4th spot. Been in this position, ain't a short stop. Every song gold, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course
They
not.
don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, Connect. Went exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted and we got it ish. That's why we scratching off everything that's on the list. This is not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
He is on my side. Jesus, he walks with me.
Get back to the business. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I got the light shining, come get it. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I see the people trying to bring them with me. We got a light, tell them come and get it. Yeah. Walk, 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 walk. I walk, 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 walk. We walk. Whoa, I was chasing my glory, then fell asleep. Woke me up and told me to go feed the sheep. Sent me deep in the streets just to bring them peace. Yeah, we be where them blickies be bustin', where they enjoy life with no discussion. But as soon as they see the light rushing, they know that the Lord walking with us, no bluffing. People say that I'm fake, I'm like, okay. Do you walk in the light or you throw shade? 1 more sex on my skin, I got no shame. We was preaching about Jesus before fame. Get it? Did that. On my side, yeah, he been that. Ask the devil where my sins at. On the cross, cause he pinned that. Big throne where he sits at. That hit him, then he hit back. Resurrected, yeah, that's big facts. Told us hold it down till he get back. Get back to the business. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I got the light shining, come get it. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I see the people trying to bring them with me. We got a light, tell them come and get it. Yeah, walk with me.
step in the scene with the fly, had to keep it so steady, don't fall for the fox. Had to cut out the session, he got in the crop. Hold up, spiritual weapons when miracles happen, I'm never surprised cause it got. Ain't serving no Hannah Montana, ain't switching my banner like David, we slinging the rock. We kicking this beating, why serve you sure, even if it mean I'm bleeding. Come kill my flesh, my soul still breathing. Speak through me, yeah, yeah. This heart keep beating, these lungs keep singing. Come and step into the kingdom, for the ones mistreated. Till the day we see them, this feel like the moment we seeking. The day we can sing up the water, get freedom to walk. Walk, 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 walk. I walk, 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 walk. We walk, get back to the business. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I got the light shining, come get it. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I see the people trying to bring them with me. We got a light, tell them come and get it. Yeah. Walk, 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 walk.